Yeah, so welcome back to Diced Coffee, where a group of nerds gather around the internet to give you more unsolicited life advice. Trying to keep that to a minimum. Or, if you find it helpful, let us know. Don't take drugs except from friends. So,
I highly doubt.
true. Last week, on our Dungeons and Dragons story, this band of misfits lost a member and went on to go spelunking to find that member, along with some, as one of the players put it, demonic contortionists. Fought them, survived them, made a lot of noise, almost died at level 1, congrats by the way, and managed to save their friend and another curious man. Unfortunately, saving that man was only temporary, as he seems to have been infected with whatever the hell was going on in that cave, courtesy of a hooded unknown figure by the name of Mizarin and some larger man known only as Gustavo. Wisely, the party has decided to not involve themselves in something that they probably shouldn't be involved in. As such, the night after, it was collectively decided to have a campfire in the forest, tent out, and make their way to Castermaine, the 3-week horse ride journey it's going to take, all the way to the capital, Castermaine. Now, the region that you're in is very much like a feudal system. There's the head kingdom that assigns lands to other kingdoms, and these sort of retainer kingdoms have various villages and smaller towns within their territories. So along the way, you are going to find... I forgot to turn the music down. Along the way, you are going to find a few villages you might be able to resupply in, take a shelter in, unless you honestly prefer to be sleeping in, well, dirt. So, the morning comes as you have all camped out in your bedrolls and a mosquito-ridden night. As you awaken to ride on your newly acquired cart and make your way to Castermaine along this main road that you are able to access. On the first leg of your journey, I'm assuming you awaken, and I believe Scarlet is an outlander. So, no issue finding general food that you can eat, along with the leftovers from the gracious Mr. Stone that you have all packed up and decided to eat over the morning, with some of it still being salted, as Godiva has just made jerky. So, first leg of your travel, who is on the horse? Or the seat that kind of directs the horse? Alright. Who is next? Sort of the equivalent of a shotgun.
What's that?
Riding next to the driver.
So
Alright?
I'll be keeping an eye out, so probably gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
shot.
good if you
Okay. So
pick
animal
shotgun.
handling,
Yeah, that's nice.
animal handling for Mylela, and perception for Rolf.
My.
I got a 30-20.
Okay.
I
Wait,
rolled a
sorry,
2.
Nigel. What did you say?
Yes.
I
I rolled a
did.
2.
It just skipped over audio.
Sorry, 2 for Rolf.
Oh, okay, just them. Okay.
And-
Rolled a 2.
Plus you
Perception.
7.
That's a 9. 9.
Okay, total of 9.
9.
Mylela, you are able to ride the horse in an efficient manner, let's call it, as you have no problems handling animals and horses in the travel period. Rolf, the only thing you find along the way are a few other caravans heading your way, most of the obvious stuff. At some point in this journey, you kind of forget to tell Mylela that there's a pothole in the ground, and you get the cart on the wheels just kind of and just kind of continuing the way there as you kind of keep looking out.
Painful.
But you do have the passive.
Overrun.
But your passive perception is high enough that allow you to kind of, find general things that might be useful along the travels. So along the way, do any of you want to talk about anything? Plans or whatever.
The people that we're looking for, they're in Castermaine, right?
The people that
Yeah.
you were given notice of, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. What do we see in the streets? On the way.
Right. You're no longer on the protected road because where you're coming from, that doesn't have a branch going to Castermaine. You are on a well-built, efficient road. So the horse travel is more or less faster than you would expect. But along these ways, you are surrounded by mostly greens of the forest and the occasional and growing ever frequent kind of purplish leaves and the strange kind of scenery that just has this feeling of ethereal of an ethereal quality to it as you travel through the road. It has a weird feeling of being bizarre, not only because of discoloration of the flora and the plant life here, but just the general atmosphere does not feel very, shall we call it, normal for a forest. But along the way, you are in a large road that can fit like the equivalent of a 4-lane road and a bunch of odd-looking trees, forests, and plant life on your sides. Coming down from, unless there is again anything to talk about along the way.
Evan. Helvik? How are you
Yes.
coping?
I'm just thinking what I'm gonna send my mother when we arrive down.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I do miss her. I see how Miss Astrid losing sons. I just remember my mother, and I'm just glad that you're there to protect me.
Well, we're here to protect each other, aren't we?
Yeah. Can I see that sword that you have?
It's just my regular sword. I'm gonna put it in front of him.
Can I borrow it this later at night before we sleep? Maybe I can do something about it.
What, are you gonna start training on how to handle broadswords? Or...
I can hardly.
Sword's taller than him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fare well.
yeah, I think I can make it a little sharper, more balanced. Maybe. I'm just gonna bring it later
Huh.
when we go back. But yeah, I mean, I can only imagine if my mother would have lost me and my brother that way. She would be so sad, like Miss Astrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you sure you want to come with on this journey? It's not too late to go back.
Yeah, it is my choice. I think I need to be stronger. Maybe I could find something when we arrive Castermaine. Yep. But yeah, we have Archmage Reginald and the priestess Elaine in the church to ask for help.
Yeah. The sooner we get rid of this curse, the sooner Sorel gets better.
Yeah.
Can only hope.
I know.
But thank you for coming with. I appreciate it, really.
Yeah. Thank you too.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
just-
ruffle his hair, then I'm gonna lean back.
Like that.
Gonna ruffle his hair.
Right? So, along the way, as you travel, before the noon sun kind of hits, there are a few things that catch all of your eyes. Rolf sees in the distance and with the passive perception and is able to inform all of you of whatever he's noticing. So, the first thing that kind of comes along is a caravan of what can only be described as trinkets. Things that may be magical nature, you're not sure. You've seen magic put into some weird things, but mostly these are keychain-like things or sort of little dolls, hand-carved wooden statuettes, toy swords. These are things for either children or keepsakes. Just general oddities. The man riding on the horse seems to be a rather thin half-orc. Thinner than you'd expect most half-orcs to be.
Okay.
Stop me anytime you want to stop something that comes interesting, but there are a list of things coming down.
I am going to point it to Halvik in case he's interested. He seems like the type.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the trinkets. Malayla,
Is there anything shiny?
Lots of them.
let's take a look at the caravan.
Oh, you're interested in
Rolf
that.
has bad feeling
Sure.
about
I'm
this.
going to stop.
For some
Stop
I
horses.
am
reason.
really
Rolf.
It's
Come
just
on,
a
man.
card.
You
How
guys
bad can it
mentioned
get?
Just a card.
There's a
trinkets
toy sword!
and magic. And
If that's what
seeing
you want to
them in
believe
a...
in,
Toy sword!
I blend into whatever dark crevice there is on the count.
Under the
Dude.
cart.
As you can see, my
We're in the
Layla,
middle of daylight.
as you stop the horse and you go to tell him that Rolf's gone.
Where's the raccoon?
What a weird
I was
It's
trying
like-
to pull him out of the carriage.
You,
It's like this
This is fucking
Batman thing
weird.
where just
yeah,
him on
Yeah,
Um,
just...
but you,
Damn humans.
Godiva actually. Oh, that's racist. Godiva actually just knows Rolf well enough to know where he's hiding with his passive stove. As you stop the cart,
Please don't.
as you
Yeah,
kind of stop the cart, signaling to the half orc, he just kind of puts his horse on the side road where there's just grass before the forest starts. He stands forward.
I'd be scared.
This is the most well-dressed half-orc you've ever met. Full kind of suit-like with a small kind of bolo tie and greased, kind of greased hair to keep it back combed. His tusks are only about this large. They're not the imposing kind of largeness. This is. Yes,
Either
you called.
ringleader or-
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you stop me for a reason?
Yes, we would like to check your wares. By the way, I'm Halvik.
Yeah, he's very interested with what you're selling right now. So
Hello there, Alvik, and full on. He's a little taller than Scar, so he's just kind of bending his arm down.
that's so adorable.
Protect
Right.
the child.
You for reference, my name is Greystone. Feel free to have a look around. Although he notices that some of you are armed, just kind of because you can't really hide a greatsword. So, you look like the kind of folk that wouldn't be interested in what I have. But feel free to take a look, I suppose.
He's always interested in that kind of stuff.
I just saw the toy sword that you have. Is it actually a toy or something?
Yes, they can be a toy, I suppose, but they're mostly training swords. You know, young recruits, those who are in the business of learning how to handle a sword.
Wanna give it a try, Hal?
The
Buff up those arms?
the things on the cart, there are some toy swords, wooden swords that are life-sized, meaning they're the actual size of long swords and they're what they're supposed to be, but they're just kind of made
It's
of wood.
still bigger
Like,
than me.
kind of Balkans, except for European. Training swords. There are some that are steel, but they are made of unsharpened and soft steel. So even if you sharpen it, it's not going to be able to cut much. There are a few dolls, some kind of not plush toys, hand-carved wooden dolls, the kind that are fully posable. You know what some animators use to kind of that mannequin-like thing? with the fully rotatable hands. That sort of thing, except with detail. I mean, these are dolls of certain people that you don't necessarily recognize, like that. And as far as shiny goes,
They didn't used to be alive, right?
no, they're like this tall. They're like Gunplas. As far as shiny things goes, you find a few of them. They look like fake diamonds or fake gemstones that are placed on top of chains. They're mostly kind of gifts or sort of fake jewelry kind of thing. But there's a very large disclaimer that these aren't real. He does have a few real gemstones. Kind of expensive, but actual gemstones. I suppose the most interesting thing in this lot, if I can check this extensive list, what would any of you find interesting? Exactly.
Oh,
Is there anything my goose can wear?
a gem here.
Well,
Collar.
I wrote
The bow tie.
A bow tie.
food. I wrote
Tiny hat.
I wrote dog outfits, but I suppose they could be animal outfits.
4 legs though. 4 legs though.
That's
Four legs.
Yes.
that's very specific. Like
No.
some guy
Usually
just
dogs wear for the neck.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cats.
Usually for the littler dogs.
There is a tiny little scarf for dogs that I
Yeah.
suppose could be wrapped around his neck. If you think he needs a scarf.
I show it.
Winter is getting closer.
Well, I do show it.
Hey, can I just
No,
do a
winter's
perception check to see if there's anything
Yes, go ahead.
not
She.
normal?
Sure.
Not
around.
normal.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Your
You-
party mates
Fuck.
aren't normal.
You look-
That's the
Why?
one that you see.
You look for something not normal, and what you find is a puddle on the ground that reflects the people you're traveling with.
Because you're under there.
Serendipity moment.
Friendship isn't normal for him, okay? The poor
That's
boy didn't have friends.
Godiva, what were you looking
He's
for?
a man.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna buy, by the way.
I basically hold up Honk,
Honk.
and then try to see which one he feels like. You know what I mean? Then I tell him to be careful with the stuff.
Okay. Honk just kind of very silently just kind of twists his head around looking at. For a second, it looks to you like he's figuring out what you're trying to get him to do. They just. And he bites on this weird looking beret that looks like it's meant to be put on a puppy's head.
Does it look like an egg?
He's French.
No, it looks like a beret.
I have an egg beret. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll get that one. I might have to pay for that. Yeah, how much is it?
That one's only 5 copper pieces. No problem. I'll take it out of your sheet and give you a.
Currency. What is... Okay.
Oh.
yeah,
Can I-
thanks.
Do you have your phone? Can you use your phone?
Yeah.
Then take out 5 copper.
I've-
Rolf, what were you looking for?
Thanks.
Can I try again to look if there's anything out of
Um,
the ordinary aside from
You
my party
do,
members?
You see the
Yes,
reflection
but you
again.
will have. Yes, but you will have to move, so people will see you moving. Unless you really
Shit.
want to be stealthy about it.
Okay, can I be stealthy about it?
Sure, make a stealth check to move. Well, Halvik, what do you want?
Right, stealth check.
Sir,
Okay, that is a 12 plus a 20.
Well, 20. Then yeah, you can move around. Hold on, I'll get back to you. Halvik, what do you want?
yeah, I want to. How many are the dolls?
Well,
It's so
Eh.
creepy.
it really depends on what you want, actually.
Oh,
This one comes as a
Said
set.
He's a doll person.
He shows you 5 kind of well-carved wooden girls. Just called
girl dolls.
it's a you can see that some of them are carrying what looks like longer lutes,
Instrument.
guitars. One of them
What
has
does
a
girl do?
violin, and the other one seems to have this sort of percussion instrument on there.
Oh.
It's a band. Well, this is a. I'm not sure if you're interested, but it comes as a set. Are you familiar with the band?
No, we don't have. Yeah, no,
Alright,
I'm not.
They're famous
Who are
around the
they?
region. They come from Rain, the western half of this island. They're called the Mithril Maidens.
Oh, I
Amazing
like
lady.
those. Is there a chance that we can meet them in Rain?
I suppose if
Buddy,
you
we're
go
going to
there,
Castermaine. Gonna
and-
tap him.
Mm.
they travel, and I doubt they're going to
Yeah.
speak to any random person, but you can try, I suppose. They're fairly nice about it.
Oh, I'm very charming. How
Um,
much is that?
This one comes at about 40 copper.
I'll have it.
Take out 40 copper and add it to your inventory to Mithril Maiden statuettes.
Yeah. Do you have any types of small balls? That
Ball
I can
bearings?
use as.
Some trickster kids like to buy these. He shows you
Oh,
tiny little marbles.
Yeah, something like that. How much is that?
Depends on how much you want of them, I suppose.
How-
He's looking at you, Scarlet, kind of thinking, is he supposed to be giving him these things?
I'm just like smiling at him.
No.
Right. One bag is a gold piece each. They come with 1,000 of these little silver marble things. You throw them on the floor and people slip on them. I don't know how else to explain it. 1 gold for 1 bag.
Yep, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that all of this will be useful.
Even the dolls, Halvik?
Oh, I can make them talk.
Excuse me, what?
The half-orc takes a
Okay.
step back.
I'm just gonna use my magical tinkering. Come on, doll, say something. And then,
What did you record?
I'm gonna record. Oh, I'm gonna record.
Where, girl group?
Yeah,
Miss
Halvik is charming.
You see all
Just
5
record.
in a
Oh
very
God.
eerie manner, without the mouths moving.
Did
Oh,
this
because
guy's
charming.
parents not love him or something?
Quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. He's really pampered.
See, I mean,
The half-orc
Yeah.
just kind of looks, scratches his head.
That also makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He-
maybe useful.
Oh god, Halvik, that's creepy. No. don't.
The half-orc is
Don't.
taking a
Rolf
step
is
back.
weirded
Rolf, make a perception check again, Rolf.
Now you see something weird, Rolf.
Yeah, you see something weird.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just gonna
17.
17.
Halvik's charming.
It's not so. There is something that's a little weird, but it's not so much that he's hiding it because it's out in the open. It's just that no one's really kind of taken an interest to it. It's a fragmented, kind of broken, rusted sword handle. It's like the handle and half a sword that's been rusted open, and judging from the damage, it looks like it's been. You know how a sword would look like if a mace shattered it on the side, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Just looks like that. It's hanging there. He's not hiding it, but most people would kind of not pay attention because it's a rusted blade. However, you kind of notice that surrounded by all these sort of weird things, this is the only real semblance of a real weapon that's on his wares.
Okay, Rolf pops out.
Okay. Yeah.
Rolf inquires what's with the sword.
Where did you come? Anyway,
Don't
yeah,
ask.
sure. Takes out the sword. To be honest with you, I don't really know. I do a little bit of buying and selling, trying to buy things from people. He opens a chest full of secondhand items. Some of them adventuring goods, but they're all kind of used. Looks into it. There was a man who went up to me. I felt sorry for him. He looked pretty defeated. I told him I'd buy the sword only because of this. He shows you that the cross guard is made of mithril. I figured it might be worth something, so he sold it to me. Gave him a few gold pieces for it. I think it was 25 just for the mithril alone. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose money on it, but he looked like he was down on his luck. It's something about a ghost
Roll.
eating it.
Okay. Rolf requests for group huddle. Should we buy the sword? Should Rolf buy the sword?
It's made of mithril,
The cross
which is
guard
kind
is.
of rare.
The
Yeah.
cross guard, yeah.
May I
It's
see?
the cross.
Of course.
I mean,
Can I inspect the quality?
Make an investigation check.
Nice. Investigation. That is a 21.
21. You take a look at the sword. If you were to imagine it when it was coming out of the forge, this would have been a very deadly sword. This was sharp, capable of cutting down any person given a skilled kind of wielder. Based on its weight, it was probably some form of longsword. And you have the sense that this might have come as a set. There are designs to blades that you can kind of tell when they come with a shield. Like, it's sort of a mirrored design. You feel like this might have come from some form of set piece. And the only times that you've ever heard of anyone using mithril to only form the crossguard and not the whole blade is when the mithril was used for something else, like the armor or the shield, rather than the sword itself. So the crossguard might be part of something kind of large. The symbol on the center of the crossguard is kind of like most orders or knightly orders or paladin orders you've seen, but you don't know the specific of where it belongs or who owns this symbol. It might be a smaller order.
I'm just gonna look at Rolf and say, well,
Do I
it looks
recognize
like
it?
it's a paladin sword. Or it used to be.
If
Rolf.
anyone has proficiency to religion, you can roll, otherwise no.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Do you have proficiency?
What is this? 23.
You have
Yeah.
Proficient.
Are you proficient with religion?
23.
No, are you proficient with religion?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay.
It has the thingy, right?
Yeah, the asterisk. Yep, then you're proficient.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you take a look at the sword as kind of Scarlet and Rolf pass around, you see the symbol, and you recognize it to an extent. They're a very obscure order. They're also a dead order, meaning they've disbanded or no longer exist. This is a sort of, you can't remember the specific name, but they were an order kind of worshipping the goddess of magic. A minor sect. But their religion didn't really come, before their order, but they are worshippers of the goddess of magic, willing followers. They no longer exist, primarily because they were told not to. The goddess of magic is one of the 3 gods that doesn't require worshippers, which you would know of, and these guys didn't have a reason to really worship the goddess, and they were told to kind of find their own path, so to speak. And in essence, the sword, the order itself has disbanded to form a different kind of order, a different order that doesn't worship a god, just their values. So this order would be about maybe 250 years ago, give or take, when they disbanded. Which matches kind of the rusting on the blade and how unkempt it is.
Okay. So it's not the one from my friends or anything like that. I don't
No.
recognize it in that way.
No,
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a long
well,
dead order. Their
still-
weapons were generally sold off, but it's not uncommon to see symbolisms of them anymore.
Alright. Well, it does have history. Do you like to take it though?
Pro and cons list. Pro, we might
Wouldn't you
open
need
up
to
a
fix it
quest
first?
line.
Yes.
Con, it
Purpose.
might be cursed. Let's buy it. Rolf says yes.
Okay.
Who's paying?
Of course.
Boss lady.
How much is
Okay.
it?
I'm gonna pay for it.
Sugar mommy voice lady.
No. He looks at you weird, like he wasn't expecting you to buy a broken sword. I'd sell it just for the worth of the mithril, a little less, so about 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
Am I really gonna pay for that? Okay.
No, I got
Said-
no. I'm paying. I'm paying for this.
Okay.
This is gonna be Rolf's
Okay,
first,
okay.
not food possession in this
Okay.
game.
You
I'm
can.
so proud
First
of you.
expensive purchase.
I really am. I pat him on the head. I really pat him on the head. Good
and then
job.
I'm also gonna add. You know, those 5 steel marble things just to spicing up the deal. So that's minus 25, correct?
Yeah, and then you add 5 ball bearings to inventory, and this sword is a specific item. You don't need to add it yet, but you can add 5 ball bearings.
5 balls.
You can kind of hit the plus button and then search for all, and then search for ball bearings. It should be there.
Ball. And then ball.
Hey, we can pick up the shards and stuff, right? That's for free.
No, there's
Is
no
he gonna give
shards.
us the
It's
entire
just
thing or
a.
just a
This is the whole
crossguard
thing. There's no shards.
Oh,
you
it's
have
really just.
you have the sword handle,
Okay,
the
okay,
cross
okay.
guard, and the blade. Whatever's left of the blade. That's all he has.
Okay, okay.
So Rolf has bought
Well,
5 ball bearings,
is-
bags of ball bearings, and a broken sword. You're all a very curious lot. Good day, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Greystone.
He just gets back on his horse and
say thank you, Hong.
it's fine. He just horse begins to leave. Oh.
Rolf notices the strange coincidence of meeting so many people with the last name Stone for some reason.
Oh no, that's not his last name. His entire
Which
first
one?
name is Greystone.
Oh, is it? That's his entire.
Yeah.
That was another Stone.
No. His entire first name is Greystone.
What's with all the people with Stone? Rolf ponders to himself.
Who knows? So
I feel like it reflects us
We
in
never
another
left
life.
COC.
So you travel forward, back on your cart. The next few things that you notice is an elderly woman kind of walking her way back to, looks like one of the villages you passed by in your peripheral. It looks like she's making her way there via the main road
Sus.
on the side.
What time is it?
Just past noon. Let's say that you ate after you met.
Now,
the
what's an
merchant.
old lady doing walking here?
Hiding.
It's generally
Right. Okay.
regarded as a safe road. Bandits are not
Okay.
going
Alright,
around,
okay.
but you know, so old
Still
lady
hiding.
walking. You hide under the cart somehow while it's moving.
Who's gonna shotgun?
No one. Well, if Rolf's not
You're
looking and
supposed
my
to-
lady has to focus on the horses, someone else has to take shotgun.
I'll take
Halbig?
shotgun.
Okay.
Okay.
Good dive,
No,
man.
no, no.
Yeah, I mean, I could go back if the coast is clear.
Oh, then yeah.
But,
The old lady passes by. I'm assuming nobody talks to her.
Why? It's just an
The
old
old lady
lady.
just kind of moves. The old lady
We
Passes
don't
by.
know that.
The old lady passes
No,
by.
not
You're
what
taught
Rolf
better.
sees in the
She actually just waves to you and then she leaves. As your
Hi.
horse moves.
Can I check for her
I
intentions?
love you.
Oh my god,
That might be a threatening
Rolf, no.
hello, like a serial
Rolf, I'm
killer.
just chilling
hello.
in the background, not thinking of anything.
Gonna check her.
You hid under the cart, didn't you?
He's so paranoid.
I don't think you can.
You
fully
hid under
see
the
your
cart,
intentions
so
while
you
you're-
won't-
Because the first time we brought
didn't-
him on an adventure,
She might have
He went
threatening
to a
ankles.
cave.
I don't know.
The suspicion.
Yeah.
oh, you just want to see your ankles, huh?
Dun, dun, dun.
Ralph is at that age. Okay.
Oh.
No, it's sketchy.
Anyway, as you move
She may be old, but she has shiny ankles.
Yeah, maybe she has
Down.
horse
No.
legs or something.
Just stop it, guys.
Yeah, sure.
So wrong.
Let's just
An
move
old
forward.
lady.
Please, go faster.
as
You
the,
broke the DM.
as the cart keeps
won the
moving
game.
forward. As the cart moves forward.
An old lady.
After the old lady, the next thing that you find is a private cart. Very noble like. And also kind of the cart does not resemble any of the other carts you've seen around here. However, you do notice that it is private with its own kind of carriage driver. The reason this is kind of different from the others, the design of it does not seem to belong to the region from what you've been able to see for the last few days that you've been here. And the other thing is that there's a large kind of wooden sign that says "Help Wanted, 200 gold." You don't have to, I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm assuming nobody takes it,
How's
so
it look?
Mm.
You know,
I
last,
wasn't there for the
you,
last.
yeah.
Pro and cons list. Pro and cons list. Pro.
You know, last time when we were paid 200 gold,
Yeah, one of us is kidnapped. I'm just gonna chill in the background.
Pro and cons
Although gold
list.
is
I wonder was that
gold.
one.
Oh wait, oh wait.
Why you
Let's-
wanted more
let's-
money?
We could always just tell them no, right? Just gonna check. Hey,
more
what's up?
money is always good, bro. Thanks.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
It's
Oh,
expensive
when
in
did you start
Castermaine,
making
so
money?
they are,
But
by the way,
what?
not moving
That's
opposite of you.
true.
They're heading right towards another village.
okay. Oh, are you interested
Guys
in that
wanna
score?
holla the
I
window?
can wait to them. Hey,
We can do
This-
another group huddle.
If Alvix already waved to them, the driver, human, kind of looks around. Yes.
all of my friends here are thinking, why do you need help for 200 gold?
All of us.
Right.
What type of help?
He gets down. One moment. Opens, and you see that he's kind of whispering to people inside. There's a woman who looks like her in mid-40s in a beautiful kind of blue and white dress that just flows down to her ankles with these very sharp heels, high-heeled shoes as she walks forward very elegantly. And I'm saying, "Yes, I was told by my driver that you were interested."
Yes, Halbeck.
"Yes, name is Elizabeth. I, very simply put, require something to be retrieved. It's been taken from me and hidden as a prank.
Are they scary?
No, I only require an amulet. Heirloom. Where it was hidden is considered to be haunted.
Oh, I
And
mean,
if
someone
not-
told us.
Besides the haunting, there's also the problem that it's an old abandoned house and things are creaking
There's
and there are
more.
rats and it's disgusting and I would generally not like to bother myself with it. So I would offer a measly sum to anyone willing to take it.
Is it far away from here?
3 hours that way is straight into the town. That is where I was heading. That is where I reside.
By the way, can I
free-
get your name now?
At 3 hours, by the way, you would have to sleep in that town. There would
Well,
be
at
no
least
time
it's
to.
safe.
And she already
Hmm.
introduced herself as Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Ay,
yeah.
Elizabeth. Oh, fuck. I forgot. I didn't write pala. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think ghost isn't a problem or ours. They just
Okay,
say
group
that
huddle.
ghost.
Group huddle.
Just gonna grab Halvik and give us a minute, miss. I'm gonna carry him.
She looks at
Put
you,
him in front of
Scarlet,
Rolf.
and she looks at you, Scarlet, and says, I would not just try to hire you under false pretenses. 200 gold may be a measly amount, however, it is still there for a reason. That's still gold pieces I am offering because the house is confirmed to be haunted.
Guys, they say that ghosts
Group
just
huddle?
moans all day. They are not hostile.
Do we have anything
did-
that could take down ghosts?
No, they're harmless.
Ghosts,
Remember,
they did
they
say
say
that
they
ghosts
are
are harmless.
They just moan all day.
Seen the ghost before.
You can see,
Highly doubt that.
Scarlet, you can kind of tell that she wants to speak, but all of you are arguing with each other that she doesn't have an opportunity to, and she just takes a step back, kind of assessing all of you.
Yeah. Miss. Just hold on. Guys, I think she wants to say something.
Okay.
Eloise, can you mute? It's a little loud in your background. Thank you. She just looks at it. Thank you, dear. She actually is looking up at you, but she doesn't look like she's, hostile to what you are. Thank you, dear. In any case, you're not dealing with ghosts. You are dealing with specters. So they can be hit. Looking at Scarlet's sword, they can be hit and they can't be killed, but they can also take over. So, your choice, really.
Can take over.
I thought it was just a ghost. I'm sorry.
You mean possess,
Can
take
I
over, right?
Also,
check
are
her,
you-
body language to see if she's forthright?
Make an insight check. Well, she looks at Halving and says,
God.
also, gnomish man.
That's a 10.
Ghosts
That's
are
a
not.
10. I rolled a 10.
She looks fairly forthright. If not a little worried about the people who seem to be volunteering to take this, because she is doubting certain capabilities right now.
Yeah.
She's looking at Halving and says, also, little gnomish man, ghosts are not completely harmless. They are able to manipulate their surroundings by the slightest bit. Until you've been
So
hit.
they can hit you with a vase?
Yes, but you can't hit back.
Mm.
They can
I think
also.
specters are better.
They can also affect structural integrity to an extent. You step on a wooden floor and then. They're not simply floating around for nothing. They are capable of causing
Right.
harm if they wanted to.
Writes down on notebook. Ghosts are whack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna note that down.
However,
I'm sorry.
Spectres
Specters
have their own pros and cons. On
are
one hand, you can hit them once they've taken a physical
punchable.
form. On the other hand, when they're not taking physical form, they can take your form and just use your body. So, well, technically, some ghosts can do that.
Is that
The mechanics
permanent?
of the afterlife are a little bit disorienting to explain unless you've experienced it yourself. No, it is not permanent. It is until you are able to expel it from your body, or until you are dead.
Right. Comforting.
You
Just gonna
don't need
just
to
gonna
take-
grab Scar's leg.
Wait,
Uh,
if
I
that's possible, can you at least make it higher?
Is that-
The reward, I mean, for insurance and
make a persuasion check.
I am wondering, is that 200 gold pieces
Or
fixed
at least
each
if
person?
you know anyone who knows how to deal with. Would you happen to know anybody who knows how to deal with? I don't know. Is this exorcism? It seems as if you've experienced this before.
Yes, I deal with it on
Roll
a daily
six.
basis.
I got a 13 for persuasion.
13. She looks at all of you and just. And I suppose if you're able to do it efficiently, I do want my amulet back. Would 500 gold as a pot suffice?
Oh, it's a pot.
100 gold each.
I'm still shaking my head. No. Grabbing Scar's leg.
Oh,
Wait,
Vic,
just
you
as a
won't be alone
question though,
while
if you were
doing it.
experiencing this every day, how do you manage the ghost? Or at least, how are you able to
Well, that's the other
get
thing.
them to stop possessing?
I am not a combatant. I am not trained in fighting. I am trained in. Well. Expelling spirits. Which is why I often find myself having to hire people like you. Well, like most of you. It has become the staple of my profession. You
Good
don't
cover.
have to take it if you're not up for it, I'm not forcing anyone. I'm just being fully honest.
Well, I am curious. He's gonna look at Halvik.
I'm just gonna try to kick your leg.
Rolf is just thinking.
Bastard!
Rolf is just thinking of how dangerous it is if we have to fight I don't know, a possessed boss lady or a possessed angry lady.
Yeah, that's why. Mm, mm.
Ow! God
I'm just,
damn it!
I'm
Stop!
I'm just thinking, kind of dangerous. Kind of.
Everything is dangerous, even
Or
eating Brussels
could
sprouts.
it could be scary if it possesses you and then disappears.
That's true. And then we leave you behind in the house because we can't find you.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
She's
Ah.
looking at you, Scarlet, just saying, whispering to you, like,
Mhm.
is there any
I'm gonna lean forward.
particular reason you travel with such a child?
Oh no, he's not a child. He's just really small.
No, I am aware of gnomes, but my point stands.
Oh. I'm gonna lean towards her, like whisper in the way and say, "Believe it or not, he's around my age."
Well, I'm afraid, madam, my point still stands. You are seeing what I'm seeing, correct?
Oh no, he's just a chicken shit. He's my age, but he's just really chicken shit. I'm
Bodyguard.
letting Halvik hear this, by the way. Like I'm letting him hear this. Isn't that right, kiddo?
But still, there are ghosts. Or
Remember-
there are ex-
We literally fought with demented contortionists, and you're okay. That's fair.
Oh dear, you fought
That's
with
fair.
Gustavo's people. That's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
None of our business.
No, I would imagine so. I would advise you quickly to avoid it at all costs.
Are you?
Yeah, no,
I'm just gonna say, are you a friend of Miss Astrid?
Haven't heard the name.
Mm.
In
But-
any case,
He
Like-
knows it.
there's something I just remembered. Takes out a small wooden chest, shows you about 10 of these small. It's a looks like a charm bracelet, except it only has one charm, and it's this kind of small bottle that has some liquid in it, similar to the crystalline glass of a potion bottle, meaning hard to break. Is standing there. Well, I suppose you could use these temporarily. You do a good job. I don't mind handing it to you.
What is
What
that?
exactly does it do?
He shows you that the bottle can be opened one way, and then you can kind of drink it.
Mhm.
You drink the liquid in the bottle, and at least temporarily, you are unable to be possessed, affected, charmed, or otherwise controlled by any spirits, schools, or undead. The bottle does, it will run out, but it'll last you for 10 minutes.
Does this take a toll on our pay in case we take this mission, or
Not really, they're fairly simple to make. I'm happy to give them to you. The bottle does fill itself again over the next dawn.
what do you think, kiddo?
I'm more interested in. Miss Elizabeth, what are the things that you know about Gustavo? I see that you know the things that he created.
Yes. That is why I live in a small town now. I want nothing to do with those monstrosities. Or Gustavo.
Smart.
Smart. Yeah. Hmm.
Looking at the party,
Wait.
they're like appalled with the idea.
Are you telling me that you encountered them here, in this region?
Yeah.
I am
Yeah, we
moving.
did. In a cave.
I am moving again.
Smart.
I do still require my amulet, but I am moving out of here.
How many bottles did you give us? Just one?
Bracelets each, one use each.
Okay, one is each. I
Man, you don't have to do this if you are not up for it. There are plenty of other jobs that you can do along the way. I will not lie. I was heading over to that town to, well, go home after a failed days of finding anyone willing to go up against specters. Or ghosts. I haven't actually confirmed what's in the house yet.
It
Okay.
feels
Oh,
as though
see.
God
Oh,
is
see.
talking through you, trying to give us a warning.
I am only being transparent.
Okay. Oh, see, who's this? Who's this universe's basically Jesus Christ?
Oh, it's a
Lots
multiple
of gods.
pantheon.
Yeah.
Like the
Okay,
Greek.
the closest you could
Okay,
compare.
can you
to
give me
Jesus
one
Christ.
though? Maybe, yeah,
Son of God?
or someone
Oh.
that my friend used to worship, I guess.
The nicest guy they got there.
Just any name.
Oh, the nicest guy.
God.
Um,
Nicest
there
God.
is Valise, the goddess of nature and wildlife. She's generally considered the
Valise?
nicest of the gods. Woman,
okay, for
though.
Valise's sake.
Okay.
For Valise's
What's
sake.
what's her name?
Oh,
Valise.
What's her name?
Valise.
Elises?
Valise.
Valise.
Yeah.
Valise.
Elise.
Ah.
Delise.
Valise.
There is an
Valise.
overgod.
Valise.
Valise.
It's like Venice,
What
but
would
L.
Elise do?
Valise. Valise.
Run the fuck away.
Just
Valise?
kind of tells
Valise
you.
take the wheel.
Valise take the movie.
Kind of tells you. Again, looking at Halvik while he's kicking Scarlet. Kind of
God, stop it!
I
Stop it! I'm gonna
have
grab Halvik and just
concerns
stay.
about your companions and choice of groups. You don't have to. I'm perfectly fine finding another group.
I'm just gonna say, Miss Elizabeth, I think I would gather courage to do this if, in exchange for my part of the pot, you tell us the story of what Gustavo did to your town after.
There is no amulet in the world worth that for me.
The story?
Ever
Just
speaking of his name or anything that he has done ever.
Okay.
None of our business.
Why are you so interested in
Listen
that? He's gonna look at
to your
Halvik.
roguish friend.
I know. I mean, I just saw someone who lost 2 child.
There are many
Reminded
people who have lost many children and many families to this man, which should already tell you how dangerous he is.
I know. I know.
Inquiring about him is a very excellent way to get yourself killed.
Yeah. Thank you very
Roach
much.
is allergic to death, by the way.
I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you for the
I'll
warning.
take note of
Please.
that for your diet.
Please feel free to go on your journey. You don't seem to be heading into this town anyway. It will take another 3 hours down this road. You would be losing daylight. Thank you.
Yeah.
And moves back to her cart. Skipping this.
Well,
With
let's
the-
get going.
Skipping this.
I have my book and I'm gonna treat it as my sword.
You guys move forward. 3 hours not wasted going to that town. You just kind of move forward. The last thing that you notice that's of any form of interest is what looks like a traveling band. It's an open cart. Similar to yours where you can kind of put up the roof or not. It looks like 5 halflings.
Mithril maidens?
No, they're human. These
Oh.
are 5 halflings. They're
Is
traveling
it the
in the cart.
Halfling 5?
Traveling?
Okay.
That's so bad.
Please say yes. Please say yes.
Is it really
I
the
remember,
Halfling 5 though?
Just
I
give us
remember
this
their
one.
album. Songs about Shane.
It is now.
And Monday Morning. That was a good song. That's my favorite.
It is
Oh
now.
my god.
It is now.
5.
It is now.
Too bad we can't sing it right now.
You're just kind of
Yeah.
moving on the cart. One of them's on the
it's their
cart.
lead singer, Adam Maven.
Dangerously close.
Parodies are not copyright strikeable.
That's fair.
So they are traveling. It's just a group of. It's just a halfling band.
Are they playing good music though?
They're playing good music. However, none of you actually know them. On a serious note, they're not. They don't seem to be traveling like a band, like a established band would.
Oh.
But
Good luck with your careers!
Thanks. Thank you.
Malena sighs while looking at the halflings.
You can see one of them gesturing. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Oh man, we stand.
I cannot believe that 5 halflings find this weird. 5 traveling halflings find this weird.
First night, as you stop, there's an option of going to a small, what looks like farming village,
No.
or camping out at night.
Okay.
The farming village looks like it's just about done fixing, and they're kind of packing up their tools for the night. It's either that or you camp outside, your choice. But you
Village.
Okay, you can head to the village. It's about 20 minutes off the road from your vision. And the only reason it takes so long is because it's harder for the horses to get through here because there's no defined path. But as you get in the village, it's a small, quaint village. People have individual kind of tall fences to prevent wolves and other things from attacking what looks like the livestock. Mostly made of wood and bamboo and some straws. Very simple, very clean, just regular village. As you enter, everyone starts looking at you. They're mostly human. A few elves and a couple of tieflings on the side who are just walking around. They all look like part of the community, so they all look at you as outsiders, but as soon as you just kind of pass through, they don't give it a second mind. They just go back to their business. You head to the very center of the village where it looks like this village was built around a tavern. Creaking Wood. The Creaking Wood Tavern, as you see the sign. This is the center of the place, so this is sort of their town square. It's a tavern. The tavern is fairly tall, so you figure that it's probably one of those that functions as an inn as well. That's where you can stay, unless you'd prefer to sleep on the streets. There is a stable, by the way, on the side of the tavern, where you can kind of put your horse and cart.
Well, I do want to take a shower. It's been a while. It's starting to smell like horse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to. How much is the inn?
You don't know yet. You're still outside.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like if I stay outside, I'll get kidnapped again or killed this time. So I want to be safe for a bit.
I wanna sleep on a proper bed and
All right.
don't wanna sleep
What
on the
about
ground
the-
anymore.
You can't just leave your cart in the open. Well, you can if you want to, or you can go to the stables first.
No,
yes, stables first.
Going to the stables, there's a man, there's a gnome who's just kind of writing people down. Mostly horses here, no real carts because it doesn't look like this place is visited by outsiders. And for good reason, doesn't look like a kind of aesthetic tourism town. It just looks like a small town going by on their own. The gnome just looks at you and says, "Alright, what you... Outsiders? You don't get plenty of you around here. You looking to... Oh, that's big. You looking to park your cart?
Yeah, and how much is it?
It's 5 copper a night."
I see. Then I'm going to hand him 5 copper.
That from inventory. That's your pledge.
Keep the cart safe.
Oh, we got 24-hour security. Kind of calls, and there are these 2 large guys who lead your horses into one of the stables, and you can see that it has a cage that's been locked, and there's food for the horses and a drinking hole. Just make sure you don't got any valuables in the cart. Thank you. You guys make your way to the Creaking Wood Tavern. Inside is busy. Looks like it looks probably like a majority of the population of this town is inside. It's full, it's jam-packed, there's some live music playing, and when you enter, the person behind the counter, the bartender, is a tall man, bald, probably mid-40s or so, early 50s, serving up drinks like it's the only thing that matters in his life. Really quickly, just sliding all drinks and variety of things to different people. And he says, "Order up!" Slides it. "Come on, you bastards, get your drinking on. And remember to start paying your tabs already."
I curiously think if he's also psychic.
Not everyone is psychic. He might just be a good
Not
worker.
every waiter.
Kind of passes the drinks. "Come on."
Mhm.
You guys do find no empty seats, no empty tables, but there are seats in front of the tavern, in front of the bartender. If you want to sit there. Otherwise, you can just ask him about the inn. But who's approaching?
I am going to order a drink.
Same.
Right. Two of you come forward.
Hey, what's their policy on pets?
Doesn't look like it matters. There's a bunch of people here with dogs, some of them with wolves.
Okay.
It's you. It's you.
I still try to
medieval
keep
time.
his hidden.
Worry
Okay.
not the animal.
So, Scarlet and Layla move forward. Well, what can I get? Oh, that's all it is. That's fair. What can I get you?
Give me something you can recommend. Something to ease the load from the day. It's been a while since I last drank.
If you don't want something that kind of gets you hammered, I recommend our mead. Kind of special to this town. We mix in a bit of honey and some other things to make it a little sweeter, and also pack a bit of a punch. Not enough to get you passed
Yeah.
out. And
How
puts-
about
Yeah,
the
I'll take it.
strongest ale you have?
He puts out this bottle, this sort of pitcher that has a skull and
Is it
crossbones
the
on it.
character or the player talking?
Oh,
Then
Rolf
just gives
will
it to
just
you.
have meat,
Oh.
please.
Mead for you. For the ones who's getting mead, it's 5 silver. Sorry, you're not getting a meal with this, are you?
I'm just trying to get a meal.
We still have.
How much with the
Okay.
meal?
The meal would be 3 silver. The mead is 2 silver.
So that's 8 silver.
No. The mead is 2 silver. The meal is 3 silver. If you're buying them both, it makes it 5. But if you're only buying the mead, it's 2
Okay.
silver. If you're buying the meal, it's 3
Alright,
silver.
gonna have the mead and meal combo.
Right.
Or meal.
Is there
meal.
no?
You-
Yeah, there
5
you go.
silver for you.
Meal.
Yeah,
My
do we have
Layla.
the
I'll take the same.
combo?
My Layla, for the strongest ale they have,
Yeah.
I need you to take out you take out 5 silver just for the ale. And you also make me a con
Okay.
save.
Oh,
Oh.
boy. That's fine.
Oh, why?
Godiva, if you're taking the meal as well, it's 5 silver.
Yeah, it's just meal for
Oh
me.
shit.
3 silver.
Okay, I got the
Yeah,
5 on
do they-
con save.
Instead of the meat,
Oh,
instead of
no.
the meat though, do they have like tea or something?
Ale, yeah. It can be replaced with ale.
ale?
It can be 4 silver if you're just looking for the regular ale.
Is that the closest thing?
Yes. To beer? Yes.
Is the meat good though?
Very. Sweetened, but also has a
Am I
stronger
lagging?
kick. Little bit. The
Hello.
This is pretty good.
the mead is sweetened, more sweeter than most kind of mead that you've had, but it also has a stronger kick to balance it off. My
Ooh,
Layla,
Bad.
as soon as you finish this sort of large mug of this strange kind of near brown ale, it's really good, and by the time you finish it, you don't realize it, but the rest of you kind of see my Layla's face has gone red, and she's like,
Oh shit, he's drunk.
Godiva has some ale for beer, that's 4 silver, Godiva not 5.
Someone's having a good time.
Rolf
Mhm.
has a meal and some of that meat, and Halvik has some food. You generally just eat in front
Okay.
of the bar.
I minused 5. Hold on.
You generally just eat in front of the bar. Do you need to talk to anyone?
Oh,
Wait, what does my
Can I
goose
ask the
get?
bartender, how much per barrel
Do I
of
pay extra for that?
Uh,
Maybe like some vegetables.
sorry, Rolf, go on.
Like a salad.
how
bowl.
much per barrel of mead?
a barrel, like a
Oh
full
yeah, you
barrel.
can
Barrel.
buy.
Um,
You
Yeah,
like it
full
that
barrel.
much?
Yeah, 10 gold. I'm pretty much sure around 10.
15 gold for a barrel.
15 gold. Then there's gonna be transportation fee. How much do you think this would sell if you were to transport this nice tasting mead to the city?
Quite a businessman,
Seems like
aren't you?
this town could use a little bit of,
How many can it
Commerce?
though? How many can a barrel fit in our cart though? That's a question. If
The f-
Rolf wants that.
The barrel that they are selling is based on the price they are selling the mead for. So that's 15 gold worth of their mead.
So that's plenty. How much could we price hike? Maybe an extra. Say we sell for 20 per barrel at least. That would be a good sell if we go to the city. Okay, I asked the bartender.
No, I'm
Rolf
kind
asked,
of
Rolf
thinking
is
that aren't the
curious.
prices being controlled by
No, I mean it depends on the buyer and the demand.
Economics
Supply
101.
and demand. Yeah, it's supply and demand.
That's the lesson for
That's
today.
that's why I'm gonna ask him. Has there been any export of this fine tasting mead outside of your little humble little community? Rolf is curious.
No, not really. People don't generally go in or out of here. You don't get many visitors. Just
This is
the
perfectly good
kings.
mead. We could become distributors. Take off the money. Rolf could finally go back to making money again. No more
You
eating
were
in
a
garbage.
businessman?
this 180 character development. He's had a history, okay?
Oh.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
I'm going to
Mylayla's
be
just
supportive of this, I suppose.
Mylayla's kind of close to regurgitating.
Nope, stepping away.
I hold her hair back.
No,
like
she's
a good
not.
friend.
Don't do that in the bar. Don't do that in the bar. Do it in the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
Who wants to hand wrestle with me?
somebody help her! Somebody help her! We're trying to make money here. Don't ruin it for me.
I
Want
I
to take
take
care
her
of
to
it,
the
or should I carry her?
bathroom.
Hand wrestling.
None of you have bought rooms.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Oh, we haven't.
No, you
Not
paid
yet.
for
We're-
food.
Is
we're
there like a
having-
public toilet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we
We're
started.
having a very,
Yeah, there's no.
we're having a very serious, economic.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Conversation.
ask. I mean, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna ask Car if we can get the room now, and then I can do something with your sword. Yeah, continue
Okay.
with
A
the.
minute.
So I'm helping my Layla.
To the restroom.
Rolf is having this economic discussion, and the two of them are getting the rooms. Nice. Okay.
And you're helping my Layla to the restroom.
Vomit.
Hand wrestling.
How much
Sweetie,
further
no,
though?
no wrestling.
This guy looks at
Hand
you
wrestling on the
and says,
toilet.
"Why? You're looking to sell?"
Well, Rolf is interested in curing large quantities and selling it somewhere else. It would be good money for this town, commercial business actually. And Wolf could also make a nice, tiny, killing as a distributor.
Persuasion check.
Although, how long does it last, storage-wise?
Oh boy, that is a 16
16.
plus 16 plus what's my persuasion?
It's
18.
18.
I rolled an
Oh.
18.
First of all, when Scarlet asks, he just looks around and says, "That's a secret. Why we don't run out. We got a little wizard enchanting the barrel so it never goes bad.
Ooh.
Everyone thinks we just make it on the spot. No, it just stays fresh. We make it in bulk."
Smart.
That's actually really cool. You guys think Halvik can learn how to do that kind of stuff?
I would
I have no idea. He just looks at Rolf and says, "As for you,
Oh wait, I'm in the bathroom.
yes. As for you,
Right back.
I'm willing to give you, if you have the amount, 500 gold worth of the mead in as many barrels or as large of a barrel as you would like. Maybe some cart and wheels. I'm willing to give that to you for about 300 gold if you carry the branding with you."
Well, of course Wolf will carry the branding with him. And Wolf will come back if ever in case the demand increases.
There you go. You can sell it by pint or you can sell it as a whole, but it will be worth 500 gold. I'll give you 300 worth of it.
We'll think about it as a group first.
No problem. Anyway, as for everyone else, the rooms around here will cost you 10 silver a night. It will come with one beverage of your choice and a food in the for breakfast.
How
is that
many beds?
One each.
Sorry, were you able to get my question earlier? Like, was my goose able to eat?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Your goose can either eat a part of your meal or you can buy him his own meal. But he can eat whatever is being served.
His own meal.
Then another 3 silver. The
Can
full
I
meal,
hand
he can
wrestle
actually eat it.
with your goose?
He deserves.
How does a goose hand wrestle? You see my Layla trying to look for the goose's hands. You don't know what she's doing with the wing. Just
You can hand wrestle with the beak.
at some point, the
Please.
goose just bites my Layla's finger.
Oh,
I take
hey!
Honk away because he
That's
only has
cheating.
1 HP.
Ow.
Please don't kill him
Ow.
accidentally.
The goose isn't happy.
I thought we were friends.
So it's 10 silver a night for each room. The rooms are generally for one person. If you would like to force yourself to fit, it's basically like a 24. No, that's too big. About 18 square meters of a room. It's just the bed and the bathroom. So the bed is very obviously for one person.
Down to 63, by the way. 63.
Is everyone buying their own room at the moment?
How much is a room again? That
10
is
silver.
10 silver. Yeah, sure.
Right, take those out
Minus
of your inventory.
10, minus
Is it
10.
possible to share with people to save money?
The room, you can. There's no rule
No.
against it, but the rooms are kind of small. If
I'll
anyone's
get my own,
comfortable sleeping on the floor, then it might work.
Do I still have like the bags and stuff like that? I'm just gonna get
Yeah,
the
the sleeping
sleeping
bag.
bag and
Yeah.
just sleep on the floor. Yeah.
On whose
Yeah, okay.
floor?
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Okay.
Who can I share with?
Scarlet or my Layla are the only other women.
Yeah.
Wait,
Scarlet.
Helvik is with Rolf?
I'll pay for
No,
half
Halvik's
the
alone.
No,
room.
no. I'm-
Scarlet, the room is 10 gold, 10 silver, but it's also very small. Hard to fit 2 people unless one of them sleeps on the floor. If you want to split it with
I'll sleep
Godiva
on
for
the
5
floor.
silver each, he wants to sleep on the floor.
Why?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Why?
Being, it's hard being a single mom. I have to keep paying for food.
Yeah, just, you know what? Stay with my room, I'll cover it. You have
Okay,
2
I'll
children to
knock
take
on
care of looking
everyone's
at
door
Rolf
right
and the
now.
goose.
Okay, so Scarlet, take out 10 silver for a room for you
Yeah.
and Godiva. My Layla, take out 10 silver for your room. Rolf?
Okay. Group discussion. So, he's planning to sell to us 300 gold? 300 gold, right? But the unit
500
price would be
gold worth
500.
of
500
mead for
gold, and then
300
we
gold.
get-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be selling us this premium ass mead for 300 gold, and we could sell it for a unit price of at least 500. And then, if it becomes successful, we could make a proper economic train as suppliers. Think of it. We'll have a healthy annual income.
So we're traveling merchants now.
Is anyone here down for rape and murder?
Excuse me, what?
Just-
You know what's
Just in
interesting
case.
is that suddenly,
Because
Excuse me.
this point of
that's-
time, you're suddenly good with words. Before you couldn't even give me proper sentences. Were you messing with me the entire time just to get a free meal?
No. Rolf has had a string of bad luck for a good number of years. Now is my chance
Are you really
to
sure?
finally eat
Premium
something.
meat?
And you think you're gonna be lucky right now?
I mean, it could be his big break.
Getting
This
a
is pretty
chance
good.
better than no chance. You haven't seen what Rolf has seen. You haven't done what Rolf has done just to eat. You can't eat pride.
I saw
But you
you.
can't
Rolf,
eat
why are
out.
you shaking?
Gosh,
You're freaking shaking right now.
I see you're so
I'm
passionate.
sorry
You
for
haven't
doubting
seen
you.
Atlas
I'm
but-
too sober for this. Oh god.
Yeah.
Rolf has
I am
seen
also
shit.
too.
Shit
I
you
just
wouldn't
think it
believe.
sounds like
I mean, if you think about it, if we do buy
Did
the
you eat my
meat
mushrooms?
and we run out, we can use the barrel to store anything else. It does preserve whatever's inside. Pretty useful item.
I guess.
Worst case
Do
scenario,
we
we
even
drink the
know?
meat.
Okay. How does trade
Yeah,
work
we-
here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's true. But how does trade here work? Do we need like permits and stuff like that?
Among
You
the
know,
outside villages,
legalities.
among the outside villages, they're left to do as they please. It is when you get to major kingdoms that it becomes a problem because they have
Like
to inspect
Castermaine.
it. They have to make sure that it's okay. Not just Castermaine, the major retainer kingdoms. Within the villages, they're left to kind of figure it out on their own, unless a specific village has requested for certain assistance. But when you come to the retainer kingdoms and the major kingdom of
Okay.
Castermaine, that's where you have to get it processed. You have to make sure that the items are not, poison, that their people don't die from it.
Quality inspection.
It's why these villages generally don't do trade
Okay.
with each other, is because they have no way. It's easy to poison an entire village because there's no kind of safeguard on that village.
That's true.
The
And
kingdoms,
we're outsiders.
the retainer
But then
kingdoms
again, this is
will. Hold on, the retainer kingdoms will send in forces and inspect and and kind of investigate, but only after it happens. So it's sort of a reactive measure. There's no really proactive measure within individual towns because they don't necessarily have the means for it. That's why in their minds
That's
they just
so backwards.
kind of don't bother. Just keep safe and stay local, sort of.
So,
Okay. Well, I see this to be safer than going after ghosts and what was that? Specters. So, what do you guys think?
Rolf thinks if we can do it properly, proper advertisements, we could actually make a nice clean living without having to murder people.
I like the barrel, so I'm not against this
Are we
idea.
gonna have to create a music video? Is this gonna be our real life?
Oh, by the way, you're in the town. You're in the town of Greenwood.
If only we had a celebrity friend.
Greenwood?
Village, the village of Greenwood.
Greenwood.
Oh, let's give them a name. Nice mead name. Honeken. Yes, Greenwood Honeken.
Sounds great.
The ale? Or
I
the town?
approve it.
The mead.
For whatever
the
you
mead.
Anyway, this discussion can continue in the morning. You get a good,
And doing the
yeah. Also, you get a good night's rest while Halvik kind of has a sharpening stone that kind of lights up and just
And my shield also, by
Yep.
the way.
Just kind of hammering things and messing with it and fixing things for majority of the period that you guys were talking to each other about. Spending a few hours on it and spending some time with it. The next morning, Halvik presents Scarlet with a blade.
Car, can you try this blade? I cannot really
Yep.
pick it up.
Sure.
You are familiar with swords. The edge and the entire sword itself has gotten thinner, meaning easier to cut with, but at the same time it has not lost its flexibility. So it's still as sturdy as it was, except it's a lot thinner, which means it can cut a lot better. There's also some form of scratches on the blade that resemble kind of sanding and grit and grinding. And well, he's not exactly an expert polisher for steel, but that's easy enough to fix. The blade itself has lost a bit of its weight and has thinned out, making it easier to maneuver with and cut through things, but it has not lost its strength, its general tensile strength. So it is a lot sharper and more deadly to cut with. You can have a +1 greatsword in your inventory.
This looks amazing, Alvik.
Yeah.
Damn. Didn't know you can do this.
As a thank you. The things protecting me.
I'll make sure to keep you safe. This is a pretty good blade. Oof.
So,
Okay,
Rolf,
I'm gonna be honest. I have 170 gold right now, and whoever is going to be my partner, I am going to have half of the proceedings after, if this becomes a successful transaction, minus tariffs. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Where was it we're heading?
Castermaine,
Castermaine.
which is a few more weeks away. 3 weeks actually.
Okay,
Still?
I'm gonna ask.
Oh,
I'm gonna ask this guy again. I'm gonna ask the bartender. Rolf would like to inquire. Would you happen to know how much the tariffs are over at Castermaine?
Oh, I would advise you not to do business there at all. The Wizards Guild is how do you put it? The Wizards Guild runs a tight ship. They don't necessarily like anything outside of their particular region. We're not part of Castermaine's kind of feudal land system. You might want to sell this among neighboring villages, but not that area. They're going to run you down badly.
That doesn't sound very safe.
Oh no, that's not to speak about them as a place. They like to control businesses amongst themselves. They like to make sure they have an eye on everything, and that usually puts things on hold. And
Sounds like the
things
mafia.
maybe, but they have a tight grip
Okay.
on economy.
Okay then. This
Although
could be
if
a
you're
good
heading-
opportunity.
If you're heading over there, you're going to be going to a number of villages.
This would make you a nice and cozy profit. Open up trade between you guys and the other villages.
Tell you what, you manage to sell all of that, and if people start coming asking for orders, I will send you some profits every time you come back here as a reward for opening up the opportunity to trade with these people. If they send some ravens our way claiming that they want a supply line of this, I'll make sure to give you a small piece of it.
It's going to be Walt's partner.
I'll invest.
How much do you need?
I'll be paying 150, so that's half of it. So 300 will be paying. So 150 divided by who else is gonna be joining in this venture?
It's the two of you, it's 750 each.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 75 each.
UG? Yeah, are you G?
Well, I have no need for gold. Well, unless... yeah. I can live in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scarlet
Okay,
and
yeah.
Godiva take out
I'm good
75
with
gold.
that.
The rest of you,
And
75.
Rolf and friends have become merchants. They shake hands.
This is our life now.
that's the end of the campaign.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
As you complete the transaction,
To be fair, that was my old life.
as you complete the transaction and you finish your breakfast, which is just as good as it was the other day, freshly cooked, they present you. Remember that the mead is like 2 silver, right? This is 500 gold worth of 2 silver. 1 gold is 10 silver. So this is 5,000 silver, which means
A lot.
5,000
Divided
liters?
That's a lot.
2,500 glasses worth of mead in a large barrel.
We need to be extremely careful with this, you guys.
The barrel is given to you on its own wheels, so you can kind of tie it behind your cart. It has the
Does it have a little faucet thing?
a little, yeah, it does, a tap on the back.
You did a little faucet. Yeah, okay, cool.
Spigot. Yeah, the spigot.
Now, it can be
spigot.
tied by your horse. It has the Greenwood kind of it has the Greenwood's town kind of symbol on it.
Logo.
Yeah, and the tavern, the creaking wood. Yeah, you're gonna be traveling with this thing because of the engineering
We're
of where
merchants
it's
now.
because of
This
the
is life now.
engineering of where it is, or how do I put it? Because of the engineering of the actual thing, it won't slow down your horses too badly. Maybe 1 or 2 hours difference. So it won't impede your travel unless you attract a few bandits. There's a gigantic barrel of alcohol you have with you. In any case,
Can I
yes,
position myself in such a way that I'm gonna intimidate anyone who tries
horse,
on the cart?
cart, giant barrel.
I'm sitting on the
On the
back
top
of
of the
the
barrel?
cart with my drawn.
You can sit on the
Broadsword,
top
like,
of the
just-
barrel if you like. It's a
I
gigantic
think my weight
barrel.
might not. I am.
I
I'm
think
really
I'm
very
Warren.
scared of your character going on top of any vehicle.
Then it can be. You can also sit on the side of what's
Right.
holding the barrel together, because it's not.
That will be perfect.
It's not only a barrel. The barrel and the wheels that comes on seem to be like one piece, and there's a chair on the side that you can sit on. This,
I'll do that.
with a little bit of investment,
Oh, no,
this could
that's pretty
actually
cool.
turn into a mobile bar. Just a little bit of investment
Look
in some
at
wooden
us.
chairs. You can actually make a mobile bar. if
Okay,
you
and
like.
that's gonna be our new venture.
Oh, everyone is dungeon diving into
Designing
Narnia.
t-shirts.
Meat merchants.
We are making money now.
What are we doing?
So the guy, as you guys are about to leave town, looks at you and says,
God.
"All right, that's 500 gold worth of mead if you sell it at 2 silver a piece. If you manage to sell it higher, even better. That's up to you. You can tell them that it's a premium for traveling and that when they go our way, it's only 2 silver a piece. After that, feel free to
First-
keep the barrel. Up to you."
Before we leave, I crack up a bunch of mugs for everybody who's part of this venture, and friends.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fill
friends,
that
yeah.
up for you, so that you don't have to use the
Yeah,
barrel. You just,
Yeah.
I'll do a fruitful partnership then.
The fruitful partnership.
Just thinks. When you're all done, feel free to remove the logo and keep the barrel for yourself. The enchantment's good for as long as the barrel's in one piece.
No, it's still moving advertisement.
Eh, if you
I
don't
have
have
a
the meat in
question
it,
then.
then
Yeah, I mean,
Is it limited to
Just-
keeping liquid fresh, or it can apply to quite anything else, really?
I've never tried.
I mean, we do hunt boar, so you never know when you need to store them without having to salt them
Grun!
every time.
Grun!
Stop
Get
giving
here.
him ideas. We could use that for money.
The wizard's moving forward and he says, "There's an old wizard graying hair, just kind of. Yes. The barrel. What else does it preserve? Liquids, meat, anything that requires
Oh my god, we
preserving.
have a fucking chiller.
However,
Chiller.
it was mostly designed for liquids, so if you put meat or other things in it, there will be a time limit. It will extend the life, but it will not preserve it indefinitely like it does with most liquids. That was the nature of the enchantment. There you go.
Let's fund the research for that in the
Interesting.
future. Everybody
Mhm.
down for that? Let's fund the research for that.
I'm
We are
going
going to
nudge
invent
Halvik.
refrigeration.
Chillers. I'm gonna nudge Halvik and say, Al, can you mimic that kind of spell? Whatever is in
Oh.
that barrel.
No,
I'm
I
whispering
mean,
this, by the way, making sure they don't hear.
we can check how it's done when we go to Castermaine. Maybe there's some books that tell us how to do it.
That we can do that.
All right. Traveling forward, let's do this by the week. I'm assuming you guys are sleeping in random villages, not on the streets. So kind of pushing travel until you get to the next village.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna turn it into a makeshift bar for any moving travelers
It's-
who want to
it's going
try
to
some
be-
sweet mead.
It's going before we get to your profits. It's going to be about 10 silver for the first week. So that's another 60 silver for anyone who wants a single room for the next week.
I am
Cool.
wondering though, can we make like a slogan or like an advertisement that we are actually selling meat on the way? Because
You can make a wooden sign. That's pretty easy.
Meat on the go.
meat for sale.
Sure.
Oh my god!
Can't think of a
Here's
smart
another
slogan, man.
idea. Here's another idea. We could find a boar in the middle of the forest, and then we paint the logo of the meat by his side. So that any passing guy that would see the boar, they'd be, "Oh man, that is clever advertising." Yeah,
I'm
a
gonna
sign
use
boar.
my Outlander
Wait,
background
can
just
we-
to find boar
can-
and then
Can we settle first how much you spend if you are sleeping in an inn for the next 6 days? It's 60 silver total for the next 6 days if you're sleeping in an inn.
Oh no, I'm sleeping.
I am.
I'm gonna be
60
watching
silver
the
from
Halvik.
tree.
60
sleeping
silver for
outside.
Halvik, nothing for Scarlet. My Layla, are you sleeping in the inn?
Down to 3 silver,
No.
by the way.
now I'm
No?
going to sleep outside
Okay.
and protect the meat.
In the village. Okay. Rolf, staying on the...
Protecting the meat.
Okay. So only Halvik. Is Godiva sleeping in an inn? Or
Meat for speed.
Mead for... Apparently it's now called Mead for Speed. So,
So much references.
I'll ask, but over the next week, nothing very interesting happens. You encounter a few people, some mead. For the 3 people involved, make separate persuasion checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's make some money.
Oh, dang, son. Persuasion.
Okay,
I'm rolling good today.
19.
Dirty 20.
Rolf?
19 plus 7% give 2. 19 plus 21.
Look at us charming
I'm
merchants.
gonna roll for Godiva since she's having problems. Okay. So, between the 3 of you, over the week...
I got that 12.
No, it's just the 3 of them who invested.
Oh, okay.
Over the next week, over the next 6 days, as you guys travel, move around, and start selling this mead, you accumulate from the gold that you've spent, which remember this is total 500. I'm assuming you're spending this on the same price that you would have gotten it, or is there a larger price you're selling it for?
I guess we're gonna depend it on the situation. If we're like harried or stopped in the middle of nowhere by a bunch of roving caravans just so that they could have a drink, then we'd be selling it for a higher price. If we're gonna be stopping at a village anyway, we're gonna be selling it at regular price.
Alright. Given a mix of all of that over the next 6 days, someone's gonna have to take note of this, but of your 300 gold supply, you have used up 50 gold. But you have 1 sec. Wait. I'm doing math. You actually made back 100 from that 50.
Ooh, double the price. Not bad.
So can someone just take a note of how much you have left and how much you just made?
Oh.
So from the 100,
Okay.
you guys want to split it.
250 left.
You guys split it amongst yourselves however you like.
You're making profits.
50, 25, 25?
Yeah, that would be the split given you guys. So Rolf can have 50 gold, Scarlet 25, Godiva gets another 25.
For now. Let's tally subtotal first, and then we'll split once we have the maximum. Once we earn back, or at least we sold all of our stocks.
Sounds good.
Okay. Tally
Right.
first, so that's 100 gold muna.
That's 100 gold. Alright, so no one's taking the gold yet. Okay. Okay. On the 6th day, this is the day before a well-known global public holiday. Duf Vogara is a holiday which translates in English as Hammer and Steel. This is considered a this is the holy day of Kandak the Red Hammer, a dwarven god of smiths and artificers. This is a god. Those are mostly his worshippers. The usual method most villages, towns, and kingdoms have of celebrating this is they normally take the time a week or 2 weeks prior to prepare an item to offer up to the god in a shrine that's available, or just in their own personal way, either burying the item or just kind of offering it up or putting his symbol on it, kind of fighting in his name. Because of this holiday, when you awaken on the 7th day in the town that you stayed in, or on the 8th day on the town that you stayed in, the town is mostly closed. This is and this day you are in you are in the town of Severa. Severa. It's a much larger town, but by no means kingdom sized. Severa is a town that's mostly what's the term? Cattle farming? Animal farming?
Agriculture.
No, not agriculture. The
Or-
other one. The one that's mostly animals.
Pasturage. Or
It's like a pasture, but for different types of animals. There's cows, there's pigs, chickens. It's a
cattle farm. Parang ganun.
Yeah, it's a farm for animals. Actually, yeah, that's a farm. It's a farm. Most of the animals there, it just doesn't have any. It doesn't have any produce. It's a farm, but it doesn't have any produce. It's mostly animal farms. So their primary kind of source of income are cattle, sheep, generally selling meats. So it's sort of a meat town. Around here, the rest of you, we've lost 3 of you. The rest of you around here
Still here.
are gathering up a few people. This is by the time that you sold the mead. On this day, if you're selling it for a regular price, you are losing. Give me 1 second. You're losing another 100 gold of your supply, and you are getting 170.
That's 270 gold in profit. We're almost halfway there.
And that's 150 of your supply. That is halfway there.
Oh, dang, son.
No, I mean we're almost halfway to earning back our cash.
Oh,
Oh wait, yeah, no. We're almost 270. We only need 30 more gold and we break even.
Yep, and
Oh,
you are
this is
only
not-
halfway through your supply. So, this is mostly because of the holiday. I don't know what happened to Godiva. She seems to be missing. I also don't know
Yeah,
what
what's
happened to the other two.
Okay.
Yo,
Still
yo,
here?
yo. She's back. She's back.
Anyway,
Okay.
as you make your way out of the town, there are people that take notice of Scarlet's naturally imposing figure, and the fact that you can't really hide a greatsword. There's a man, a farmer, that just goes up to you and just said,
My great sword is.
excuse me, would he notices Rolf selling mead and just, would you happen to be selling your skills as well as your mead? Just by any chance?
That
Depends.
depends. Want a mug?
Mm-hmm.
I already. He has a mug filled with it.
Oh, okay. He's a customer.
I would very much require someone to. Strange things have been happening in town, and I would very much like for someone to do something with my house. Well,
Strange in what way exactly?
doors opening and closing, things getting lost, oddities happening.
Alvix just went whispering to Scar, "Ghost again! SMS ghost!"
You're back. You're back.
I mean, we might stay here for a while, so what's the harm in checking it out? Maybe we can do something.
If you don't mind, I don't have much, but he opens up a box and there must be at least 300 gold in there. This is what I can offer you. I've been having a bit of problems with things. I'll show you. He goes to your farm. He goes to show you his farm. On the back, he just shows you pumpkins. He's the only guy in this town that you see has any form of produce. He does have a few cattle farms as well, but he does show you a pumpkin patch. I take pride in being the only one who actually grows produce in this town, and most people buy from me. That is something I've been known for, but as you can see, there aren't too many pumpkins there, despite how large the land is. Something has been I don't know. Wild animals aren't common in this part, but my pumpkins have been getting ruined, and I don't know what it is. I put scarecrows, it's not the birds. I put other things. I do not understand what's happening. I would very much like for some
Have you
assistance.
tried salt circles?
I'm
We
sorry.
did that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That
Didn't
doesn't
end well.
That doesn't work. Anyway, I don't know what's been going on, but something has been cutting through my pumpkins, and I would very much like to. My reputation is taking a dive. I would like to be able to supply this town with pumpkins, as it has become something that people have put into their food. Would you be able
Sir,
to?
what's your
Just
name? So that we would
One
know.
moment, good sir.
He just looks at Halvik first.
Can
and
we group huddle?
Okay.
We
guys
need
can
name
do fun.
first name.
You're becoming more and more eloquent the more we do business. This is really shady.
I think you've been swindled.
his name
He's
is
been whispered at the
Milder.
Godiva.
His name is Milder. Milder.
Milder, pumpkin guy. Okay. Well, that's on my notes. Severa Town, Milder, pumpkin guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Angry lady, what's your take on this?
I mean, it's just taking watch. We can stay in the garden, see whatever bothers the pumpkins, and then we report.
Okay. Boss lady, what's your take on this?
It's just keeping watch.
Bring me up to speed.
Oh, you guys
Oh.
made a profit with your mead? You guys made a profit with your mead, and this guy, as you were about to leave town, asked if you can stay for the day in his house to watch over his pumpkins because something's been happening to it. He's also said that the town seems to be haunted in some ways, like doors opening and closing, things going missing. It's just that he's taking the biggest hit because his
You
pumpkins are
didn't say
actually
anything about
about.
he hasn't been taking any, physical damages or anything like that.
No.
Nothing that dangerous.
No, what he's been telling you is that the
Okay,
town has
nothing
been
life
losing
threatening.
things. Like people have been missing some items. There are things that have been lost.
Okay.
There are things that have been found in other places that they don't belong in. He's the one who's been taking the biggest problem or the biggest hit because his
Okay.
pumpkins have gone completely missing. Like they've uprooted and left.
Because he's the only one doing produce.
He's also
Yes.
under the assumption that it's not a wild animal
Okay.
because if wild animals were going to
Maybe
eat
they're
it,
giving it to the pumpkin.
they would leave a mess. Also, you are lagging badly. But
They would have eaten it then and there. Yes. Yeah. Oh, frick. Anyway, my
Okay, so-
opinion, so that I could just say that and we can move on, is that I think that no matter what we do, no matter what business we venture in, the gods will make us go through the ghosts, and this is a lot safer than the past ghosts we've been fighting. So maybe let's take this one.
It's a lot more
Pumpkin
expensive
ghosts.
too. They pay more.
Yeah, upon hearing that, I'm just gonna ask, Sir Milder, can you just point one of the where are the pumpkins being pulled out? And I do an investigation check on that.
he points back to the farm he just showed you.
I mean, can I do an investigation on one of the where the pumpkins are?
Yeah.
I mean,
Survival
While they
for me. See
investigate,
for their tracks.
I am going to talk business with this guy.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so dirty
Oh
20.
my god, are we selling pumpkins?
Yeah,
Like-
dirty 20.
It doesn't
What
resemble
do I
like
see?
something ate it. It definitely looks like something pulled it
Pumpkin spice
straight
is in
out of the
season.
ground and left with
Any
it.
footprints? Is that survival now?
10.
Um,
10
That's
for
part of
survival.
the investigation.
there doesn't seem to be any footprints. There are, however, the ground itself is not necessarily. It's the kind where if you step on it lightly enough, the ground just kind of collapses in and doesn't leave a track. It's soft earth.
Okay,
There are remnants of footprints, but they're not full footprints that you can decipher who has been walking around. But there are what look to be remnants of a footprint. Little small, though.
smaller than mine? Or is it mine?
Somewhat your size.
And I'm just gonna go back like a group. Yeah, I mean, I found some. I mean, not very clear, but there's some footprints of some small people. Yeah, like my size.
Yeah, that's something has been going around messing with people's homes and everything. Some say it's ghosts, some say it's spirits, some say it's hooligans. We don't really know, but if you manage to find whatever's been messing with my pumpkins, I would very much be appreciative if they could be dealt with. Don't kill them. Of course, there's a jail for that and all, but I would like to have my pumpkins stop being plucked out of the ground.
Sounds good to me. What about you guys?
Oh, sounds good.
We all do.
Roll this
I'm-
down.
I'm okay with it.
Great.
I mean,
Keys to my
hopefully I
house.
don't get taken, but yeah, let's do this.
Keys to the house. If you manage to find it within the night, I would be appreciative, and I will give you as much of the gold as I have. Thank you. I'll be staying
Aside
at the
from
inn.
that,
Yes.
can I talk with you? Can Rolf speak with you with something? You see the logo on this mead barrel here?
Yes, Greenwood.
Yes. I see that you're also producing very nice quality meats here. Nice livestock, apparently.
Yes.
Might you be interested in trading with them? This mead, very delicious mead, comes from them actually. Maybe if we help you out, you could also be persuaded to make a premium. Also trade with them with your meat, just to get the economy between you guys flowing. They provide these delicious mead. You provide them with meats. Money for both.
Make a persuasion check.
Be scared of capitalism. Don't fail me now. Oh,
Are you? I
nice.
swear.
21 ulit.
Rolf, quote unquote Rolf,
He
is
just kind of.
starting the new mafia.
Well, if you can manage to help me out with the pumpkins so I can
We
go
thought
back to
we
supplying
escaped
the
your
town.
character.
You can manage to help me out with the pumpkins
There's
so that
no
I can
escape.
so that I can resupply the town again. I will send a raven over to Greenwood to talk about trade between meat and mead. Why not? I could use some alcohol in my life.
Everybody could use some alcohol in their life.
Anyway,
Okay.
keys to the house,
Let's do
all
this.
yours. Okay. You enter the house.
Rolf is ultimately doing a good thing here.
Enter the farmhouse.
We are making money flow.
You are entering the farmhouse. It's a 2-story house. Only has 1 bedroom. Looks like it would have been a master bedroom. Inside, when you enter the house, to the left there is sort of a kitchen area, very small. This hallway with a painting of Milder and what looks like a woman. It looks like a younger Milder and has his arm around a young woman. And on the end of that portrait, like on the desk stand, is an urn. On the right of the house is sort of a living room space. And then there's a staircase leading upwards to the one room. There's a restroom next to the kitchen on the first floor, and a restroom on the top floor, closets and other things. You guys are free to stay wherever you like in this house. Over the day, is there anything you do in this house to watch over it?
Maybe we should do the smart thing and not split up.
That's true. But I do want to check if there are like tiny footprints
This is
inside the house.
daytime, by the way. This is daytime.
We
However, the house is made of finely polished wood, not exactly
there are
conducive
no
to
ghosts
making...
in the daytime.
Okay, investigation.
No, I'm just saying it's the daytime. But the wood, you know, as an outlander, the wood is not polished. It's smoothened out wood, meaning it's not very good at retaining footprints.
Yeah.
Unless they were super dirty, in which case that would make them really obvious. So they're not good for retaining footprints.
What about the
Let's put
entrance
powder and
or
everything.
The entrance of the
Oh my
place has a stone kind of path, and then the exit has this stone path in the middle of the farm that's in the backyard. Other than what
Well, I don't
Halvik
think
found
they
in the dirt, those were the footprints. Other than that,
Fair. Did we ever really ask if it only happens in the night? Or do weird things also happen during the day?
his main concern is someone stealing pumpkins. So during the day, he's farming them.
Okay.
It's at night where things happen. He also did mention that at night people report weird things, their windows opening, things going missing, people
Okay.
seeing things walking in the street, unusual like tiny
Yeah.
little things.
Oh,
Uh,
is there
okay.
is there some type of like a very thin rope that I can find in the house?
Threads, lots of them.
Thread.
Yeah.
But Milder is still there, right?
No, he gave you the keys to watch over the house. He's going to the inn.
Oh, so he's not farming in the morning.
Nope.
I'm just gonna tell. Scar, maybe we can set up some bells. There are a lot of threads here.
Do we have bells?
I mean, in the town,
cans.
maybe we
Tin cans.
Yeah.
We can make shift.
Cans, the ball bearings, you can put whatever you can to turn into bells. Easy enough. He does have a few bells here.
Rolf will go up the roof and
Okay.
be out and be lookout.
How big is the farm?
Can we do that?
Can we just put some random? Yeah, maybe we can just put some random.
The house, the farmland itself is about 60 feet by 30 feet. rectangular, attached to the house.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can set up some threads and random places.
Yeah. I'll help you out.
I
Okay.
would be trying to do
That's
that.
easy enough. Take some threads, some bells, put them around in the house.
No. In the farms, just some random places in the farm,
Okay.
so we would know if someone is going there.
Okay. Yeah. They are pretty obvious though.
And can I
Oh.
be look out at the roof?
Yeah.
Just to see.
This is still daytime, by the way. I'm asking what
Yeah,
you're doing in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put bells
I'll-
around
I'll
the
set-
farm. However, these don't look very hidden. If you
Hmm.
hide them, unless you can tell me how you hide a bell in a patch of dirt in a way that it's still gonna ring.
I know. I mean, how about some of the vines of the leaves, the pumpkin?
In order for a bell to ring, it has to be suspended, which means it's some feet off, some inches off the ground. You'd have to tie the string somewhere, and I don't know how you're gonna hide that and still allow it to ring when it's hit. Unless you're not
No.
trying to hide it, in which case you're just gonna suspend it. Also, these are really small bells. If you're sleeping in the house, there's no way you're hearing that.
Oh shit!
This is not a quiet town. This is an open air town where the winds howl loudly. The wind
Okay,
could
so
ring
that-
the bells.
Oh yeah, that. But okay, I'll think of something else just a makeshift alarm. I'll think.
Can I
Yes.
sleep during the day so I can keep watch the whole night?
Yeah, but you'll be asleep for the next following days until you take a point of exhaustion to compensate.
Hmm.
I'll
Well-
just sleep early and wake up early.
Sleep at night early?
Like, I'm gonna sleep in the afternoon, then I'm gonna wake up around midnight to take second watch, kind.
That's fine, but again,
Maybe
as long as
hour.
you understand that if you ever get into something that goes past that cycle, you're going to risk exhaustion. Until you actually risk exhaustion to push yourself to go back to a regular sleeping pattern.
But if I stay up today and I stay up the night to keep watch,
You might
that's
you
also an
risk
exhaustion.
you risk exhaustion by the next morning.
If-
I
But
need
but
medieval coffee.
Risk
Yeah, well-
exhaustion as in con save.
That should be fine. If it's gone.
So you just push it. You just push it for the night.
or maybe we can do shifts while I'm figuring out how we can do some alarms. So maybe we can do shifts like we used to. Would that be okay?
Mhm.
Shift through the nights.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, maybe we should set up, passwords and response phrases just to be safe. When somebody says Texas, the other guy please respond with star.
Where is Texas?
What
Gosh.
is?
What is a Texas?
What
It's-
is Texas?
it's just a made up word that Rolf made.
Yeah,
Oh, you know.
it's
not
a rooster.
at all. Not at all copyrighted.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
all
rooster.
copyrighted.
It's a rooster. It's a type of fighting cock.
It's a type
A
of-
Texas is a type of a fighting cock.
That is the best justification I've ever heard.
It's a fighting
Okay,
cock.
so
It's a fighting
so,
cock.
when somebody yells Texas, somebody else responds star just to be sure it's them. Okay. We good?
Okay.
We good? Everybody down with that? Everybody down?
Yes.
We should have another one just to be safe.
I just want to know who is keeping watch first
I'll keep
and where
watch first.
and where.
In front of the door of the house. This is the house. This
Door,
is the
house, farm is in the back.
in the back. Oh, how do I get to the back? It's
through the
something that...
back door of the house.
Okay, in the back door of the house. So
Okay. All right. Is anyone joining Halvik?
Oh,
Okay. Perception check or one with advantage. Your choice.
I have plus.
+3 for me. Perception.
So
I do have dark vision.
both of you do. Again,
Okay.
your choice. Individually or with advantage.
Advantage on scar.
Go
I
ahead.
choose.
Okay. Oh, not bad. Even better. Perception. That is a 21.
21. No alarm systems were placed, yes?
No.
Just keep
Okay.
watch.
First thing that you going through the night, just watching, looking at pumpkin patches and everything. Nothing seems to happen. About within the first hour and a half of your watch, you hear something inside the house, like something fell.
Inside the house?
I'll go check it out. I'll keep an eye on the pumpkins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
It's a metal ladle, a soup ladle,
Wait.
ladle or ladle, not sure, but it's that soup spoon thing that just on the ground.
Oh, yeah,
Pick it up, put it back.
still up on the roof.
Oh, you're also keeping
openly
watch.
Checking up. Yeah, I'm keeping watch on the roof. I'm
This is
overwatch.
this is by shift, so you're taking this shift.
Yeah,
It's
because
night,
you'll
right? Night shift.
yeah you'll get
No.
exhausted.
It's
if-
shift per hours. When you guys sleep,
Yeah,
someone else takes
I mean,
up.
are we night shift right now or no?
It is
Yeah.
night.
It's all at night, but you're just separating the night into hours, so nobody has to go through exhaustion. Like 2 hours,
Night
2 hours, 2 hours, or 3 hours each.
Oh, okay, so we're just gonna. Oh, never mind. It's Halvik's turn.
Okay, so it's the
Yeah.
two of you. You put the
Yeah.
soup ladle back. You notice that the window is open of the kitchen.
Gonna draw my sword.
Okay.
I'm going to do a quick investigation to see if anyone went in, please.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh. Shit. This is freaking me out. Investigation. That's
Oh my-
21.
21.
This is a
You look
plus of
around?
dice.
You look around. Someone may have come in. Maybe. You're not entirely sure.
Ah, come out, you bastard! I
Considering-
see you. I saw you come in.
Considering the window is open,
Mhm.
they might have left.
I am saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Was anything missing?
Nope, just the ladle just fell on the ground. Doesn't seem like anything has gone missing. You find everything in order.
Well, this is annoying. I'm gonna close the windows. Then I'm going to look for something to
Ghosts.
seal them all. Like, tight them. So they don't open or swing open on their own.
Flex
With
skill.
what?
Rope?
You don't have enough rope to seal every window in this house. Unless you want to cut up your 50-foot rope.
Is there no rope in this house?
Not enough to tie everything up.
I'll settle with the ones away from us. I'll keep the ones near us just as they are. Just the ones that are away from sight.
Alright. Tie it up. Go back with Halvik.
Mhm. Flicks you.
Or nothing's
You're also
happening.
lagging,
Still-
but
Oh, I am?
Nothing's happening. Still
video.
good.
for the rest of the night
Yep.
with the two of you,
Just a fallen ladle and the window open. Someone probably sneaked in and chickened out. Nothing's missing though.
for the rest of you as you're kind of talking,
Where?
sounds like shattered glass from a window.
We
Running.
run.
Okay,
Are the rest of us alerted or not?
That would have woken us up, right?
it would
No.
have.
Did we wake up?
That's a shattered glass.
Yeah.
You run back in. It's not the kitchen, but it's sort of the glass pane next to the
Okay, I
entrance.
immediately take my ghost.
I
Okay.
am hiding in the shadows.
So next to the door, there's sort of this glass pane where you're supposed to see visitors. That's been shattered. There's a rock. Someone just threw it in.
Oh, you little bastard! I'm gonna go out immediately. Run out.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate
out?
the rock. There's something there.
When you run outside, the rock is a rock.
Okay.
It's just a rock. When you run outside, nothing there. The few pumpkins that he has on the front, because he had like this one row in the front. That's pretty much it. There's nothing there. No, there aren't even any people on the street.
Scar, do we have to pay for this?
The rest of you will come back down.
No, I don't think so.
The rest of
I
you
am pissed off.
will come down to where you came from, noticing these two with Scarlet's sword drawn and a broken window and a rock.
I'm gonna go watch the pumpkins. If I see a fucking midget, I'll cut it in half. Then it's gonna go towards the pumpkins.
Make a make a perception check.
Can I silently
Wait, we shouldn't
but
split up.
stealthily follow
Oh
her?
god, she went out.
Rolf, what was that?
11.
Can I silently but stealthily follow her?
Make a stealth check. 11,
Even
Scarlet?
she.
You sit
I am
down.
too angry to notice him.
Kind of move. Actually, yeah, she doesn't notice. She probably wouldn't notice you, but when you move around,
She's
something feels off about the patch, and you kind of look and say, "There's a pumpkin missing."
Son of
One
a
pumpkin.
bitch! I'm just going to fuck. I'm gonna sit like on the fence to make sure
rest
that I
of-
have my eyes on the pumpkins.
The rest of you
I just
hear
hear my
her
curse.
screaming, and then you can just hear somewhere on the back of the street, "Please, some of us require sleep. Thank you."
Deal with it. I'm just gonna sit on the fence
Can
like
I
just
track the pumpkin?
angrily.
Can you what?
Can I track the pumpkin? Investigate whatever happened.
Make an investigation
How
check.
it was probably.
What happened?
By the
Someone broke a
Stealthily.
window. Make an investigation check. Someone broke the window in the front door when you guys went there.
That
In the back, one
is
pumpkin is missing.
13
Spooky
plus 5,
pumpkins.
18.
there at the
18.
pumpkins.
The pumpkin
Eighteen.
taken was near the stone road that kind of separates the farm, and
Mhm.
similar to the others, it was uprooted, taken from the ground, and then you see some dirt kind of spilled on the road that jumps over the fence. So probably
Can
stole
I
it.
follow the dirt?
Yeah, it'll lead outside the fence where there's a bunch of grass in the ground, so there's no way to follow the dirt past the fence, but it does lead to the end of the fence.
there and yeah, this
Okay,
turbine is
so-
on the grass.
Where's everyone
So-
else while Scarlet watches and Rolf is kind of tracking the pumpkin?
I'm with Scarlet.
Okay, my Layla.
Can I do an
follow Rolf.
investigation parang near the rock throne dun sa area?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I got a 15.
You look around from the rock and the area you're standing in. Everything seems normal. There's these pumpkins that are up front, also with some fences. There's 3 on one side, 3 on the other, as there were when you entered. No one seems to be trying to steal those, although given the proximity of the house, there are buildings in front of him. They might, because the backyard's easier to steal than the front yard, so to speak. Because the front is not really a yard, it's just a fence that's holding 6 pumpkins, so people can kind of see from the proximity. Although, you do see that people are mostly asleep in this town. No one seems to be a night owl. So, that's what you notice, is that there's no one watching. If you stole a pumpkin right now, no one would know it was you in the front. But rather than steal one, someone threw a rock in the window. And chose to do the riskier move, stealing from the back. While you're looking at that, Rolf and Godiva are kind of following the trail of dirt that leads past the fence. It becomes grassland there, so just behind him is basically grass and then and then the forest. Halvik and Scarlet Scarlet's on the fence, literally and figuratively, watching pumpkins while Halvik is standing there with her. You're all awake now. Is anyone going back to sleep? Or is Scarlet? Our better question is: are Scarlet and Halvik going to sleep?
I'm too pissed to
Because
fall
the
asleep,
night is
so
going to be
I
free
won't.
watches, so you're staying up.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Oh,
Halvik
sorry.
sleeps.
Did you catch that? I want to fly up to see if I can have like a better view
Oh yes,
of anything, of any movements
you can fly
that
up.
we're tracking.
That's fine. You can fly up.
Okay.
Right now, you don't see anything while you're flying up, but
New.
if you're keeping the next watch,
have
you
the
can stay
drone.
up. So Halvik is sleeping. Who's taking the second watch? There's 3 watches in the night.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be up with Boss Lady.
All right. So it's Rolf, Godiva, and Scarlet. Scarlet will make the con save in the morning when you actually feel the tiredness of not sleeping. Scarlet, Godiva, and Rolf make 3 separate perception checks because the 3 of you aren't together. Godiva is in the sky.
That is 13.
16.
20.
20.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Godiva, you don't
yeah.
notice anything on the farmland itself. But on the side, kind of on your peripherals as you're moving around, you find this small shadow thing, like a small stump human or maybe a halfling, crawling
Oh, stranger
like
danger.
several streets down. Just crawling in, just running into a dark alley.
Streets ahead.
Several streets ahead, not in
Okay.
the farm. Yeah?
Okay, is anyone near me that I could go to and I want to tell them I don't want to go there alone? Gonna die alone
You
again.
notice it while you were flying, so
Just to inform
you
them that there's something
can
there.
you can fly back down to talk to Scarlet or Rolf. They're the ones awake.
Okay, yeah. So I just fly down, tell them general direction of what the thing I saw. Whoever's nearer.
That would be Scarlet.
You saw a tiny midget then.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my sword. Where?
Yep.
What sort of midget thing?
You're asleep.
I
They're
probably see
stealing
her go down.
pumpkins.
You're asleep.
You're asleep,
I
you don't
probably
notice,
see her go
child.
down, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
But
And
Rolf,
Yeah.
while she's talking to Scarlet, that's when you kind of notice there are
You guys
small
don't want to leave the house alone. though.
shadows.
Yeah.
There are small bits of shadows further into the forest. And the moment your eye catches them, you kind of turn around a bit and they
Oh my god.
sink back down from the bushes.
Rolf and others are being watched.
They're outside the fence, by the way.
They are waiting for us to disappear.
Should we
Scarlet
go after them
and
or
Godiva don't know
talking
this
to
yet
Scarlet?
because you
Should we
guys.
go after them, or do you think we should regroup for this first?
Scarlet and Godiva are on the opposite side
Okay.
because you guys are on one side. Rolf notices it on the other side of the farm.
I'm gonna push my luck. Can I try to shoot an arrow into what I may perceive is hiding in the...
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
So that is a...
Because you're shooting in the dark and you're blind.
And you don't know what you're shooting
That's
at.
true. You might shoot a kid
And that is
who
a
just walked
13.
around.
Oh my god, I'm lagging.
19 and a 13. 13 plus...
Still a 20 for you.
Wait, what's my two attack?
6. So 19.
13 plus 6, 19.
Take out an arrow, by the way. That's one arrow down. 19. Yeah. You fire an arrow. Yeah?
Can I put like a rope at the end of that arrow? Like a fucking harpoon. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
You can.
Harpooning midgets?
You're not. It's a little further away, so you're not sure if it hit anything. But you can pull the arrow back.
Yeah, I pull the arrow back.
in which case you can give back your arrow. But as you, it's light.
Oh, they know we're here.
For a second, you feel like you've tugged on something, and then it just becomes lighter. And as you get your arrow back, there's some orange goo on the arrowhead. When you kind of look at it closer, you may have stabbed a pumpkin.
Oh god, you shot the pumpkin!
What the heck?
I'm sorry, what did he see?
The arrow landed. As he pulled it, it seemed like there was some weight until he actually pulled it further and brought it back, and he sees some orange goo on his arrow, and he realizes that's the inside of a pumpkin, and he might have shot a pumpkin.
Wait,
I made
where
a
were the
trail!
pumpkins,
I made
though?
a trail!
Where
I
were the
made a
pumpkins,
trail!
though?
He
So
shot
it's
it
a different
outside the
pumpkin.
fence.
It's the missing pumpkin.
Shot it outside
Trail
the
of a-
fence.
It's a missing pumpkin! I
Trail
made
of
a
a pumpkin,
trail!
though.
I could follow it!
Do you want to? It's outside the fence. Watch Rolf have an existential crisis.
Alone? Are you sure?
Meanwhile,
I-
by the way, Rolf, while you're doing this, Scarlet is halfway
God.
out of the house, angrily going to chase after a midget.
Mm-hmm. I
Can
will
I
ask
signal-
Godiva to stay here because I am going at that midget alone. I don't
Okay.
want the pumpkins to be
And
left
of course,
behind.
I follow suit.
Who's guarding the pumpkin?
No. Scarlet asks Godiva to stay. So you,
Okay.
Godiva's
Mhm.
staying. Scarlet, you're
'Cause I am
following the
trudging
trail.
toward that midget.
Okay.
Okay, Scarlet, make
I
an investigation
I
check.
signal boss lady.
Rolf calls for
Imagine-
While she's
Godiva.
flying.
Imagine a genasi fire at night, just angrily.
So fucking angry, yeah. I'm actually this close to
Wait,
raging. She's
Godiva,
really pissed off.
what is your Godiva? You're called by Rolf, as Scarlet has left the house.
Oh, I try to, because I don't really know what he's gonna say, but I'm basically gesturing to him that I need to make sure that I'm still near the house.
Yeah, you're still on the edge of
Near the
the fence.
pumpkins.
You're still on the
Yeah,
edge of the fence.
I'm telling her, I'm like pointing my finger, come here. Like in a very obvious manner, come here.
Fine, I yeet there.
He's still on the fence. He's still on the fence, so he's still within range of the pumpkin.
Fine, I yeet. Okay. I thought he left the.
No,
place.
he's
Yeah,
still there.
I yeet
Oh,
there.
Rolf.
Rolf has made trail.
He doesn't see it, but with your dark vision, you see a trail of orange pumpkin juice and meat getting dragged on the grass.
It's so weird.
It's not
Rolf,
that
what did you do?
impressive, and it will
There's no
take.
context. It just looks like he made a mess.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You don't know that he
No.
shot an arrow.
No, listen.
It
Listen.
feels like when your cat
It
gives you
sounded
like a
so
rat,
wrong.
and you're just like,
It sounded so wrong.
It's so bad. So
Listen for Velichis. What was the name of that god?
Mildred?
Velichi.
Oh.
Velichi.
We broke the DM again.
Valise.
Listen
So
for me
done
for
with that.
Valise's sake. Rolf
please, yeah,
shot at something in the dark.
fine.
Rolf used rope
Yeah, 'cause you
on
can't see.
arrow. So Rolf
Okay.
shot something when there was something in the forest skittering away. Probably those bastards that tried to take the pumpkin. Meaning, I left a trail to wherever they're
Oh, wait,
hiding.
By the time he's
Nice.
done explaining, the midgets are gone.
You yell at me like that. That's unnecessary.
The goose is just walking honk, angrily at Rolf. Honk.
I mean, okay. I mean, what? You want us to go after?
Well, we could try to follow
Wait,
as
we
one of them to guard while we
Okay.
scout.
With that though, I tried to fly up and then see if I could see the trail of the pumpkin.
The problem is that dark vision means everything you see is gray. So if you fly up,
I'm lagging.
it's going to be much harder to actually see anything. So you'd have to actually, because it's just one stab and then you drag it through several feet of grass. You're gonna have to make an effort to actually find that trail.
Yeah.
Because he didn't manage to pull the pumpkin, he pulled the chunk of it that's just kind of juicing out on the grass.
Choosing out on the grass.
Yeah.
Scarlet,
Yeah,
make
so
me an
that means
investigation
while
check.
they're carrying,
Just
that
gonna
means
just
while they're
like go.
carrying the pumpkin, that pumpkin is still leaking out.
Oh,
If they're carrying it,
it's not
yes.
Scarlet's
juices.
too angry.
Yeah.
If they're carrying it.
Investigation. That's an 11. She's too pissed off to see shit.
Stomping, very
Mhm.
close to kind of being a beacon. Just the
Mhm.
symbols on your
Glowing.
skin are starting to light up as you stomp with a great sword, strapped, not even strapped on your back, just a great sword
I'm
that you're
holding it.
carrying on the
Mhm.
back. You go to the street that Godiva pointed out. You move to the side and you find something kind of in the shadow as you move closer. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna produce flame.
Okay.
I'm gonna stomp towards that shadow.
Um,
Show yourself or I'm gonna cut you in half.
there's no response. It's not. It's not
Then I'm
moving
going
either.
to go towards the place.
Okay. You go towards it. You don't cut it, right?
Nope.
Not yet. Yeah. It's a pumpkin.
Son of a... I'm gonna pick it up, like, I'm carrying it under my arm. I'm gonna stomp back to the field. Just really pissed off. Just I'm gonna carry that pumpkin, go back.
Okay. You head back to the farm. Godiva, what did
I
you do?
found a fucking pumpkin! Just gonna say that when I see the two of them.
Hold on, Godiva, what did
Gonna
you do?
put it-
Godiva has left the building. Godiva, what do you do? No, she's lagging. Rolf, what do you want to do?
Using, you know what? In case I'm just gonna follow her. If she's just gonna follow the tracks that I left out.
Okay. The two of you leave. Rolf,
Wait,
because
wait. But before that, I wake up Tree Lady.
okay, Malayla, you
Dreaming.
are awakened from your elven trance.
Dude, what do you need?
5 seconds. We may have a lead.
5 seconds for what?
Just cover us for 5. Just cover our post for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Just gonna. We have a lead.
Malayla,
About the...
Yes.
where's Godiva waiting for Rolf while he calls for Malayla? Godiva? No?
She is probably in drone mode. She's going to use her special attack, the Godiva bomb. Once we see the
Good
enemy,
dive. Good dive.
Godiva, can you hear
where
me?
she will drop on our enemies.
Godiva, can you hear me?
She got a good dive.
Hey, am I here yet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you while
Yes.
Rolf is calling for Malayla?
Okay, what's happening? Okay,
Rolf wants you
I
to
think
follow the
Layla's
trail.
awake now.
Yes.
Okay, I follow the trail.
I follow
Alone?
behind her. I follow
Alone?
behind her.
Okay. Rolf is following
I
you.
follow behind
Godiva,
her.
make an
No,
investigation.
that's a
Stealthily.
question. I don't want to be alone.
Yeah, I'm asking while Rolf is
Okay.
waking up Malayla, where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm just in front of the house, making sure that.
Okay.
Watching for that.
Okay. So when
Yeah.
Rolf comes back with Malayla kind
Okay.
of groggily
Uh,
keeping watch, make an investigation check with advantage. Or Rolf can make the check with advantage. Or you can roll separately. Your choice.
Okay. Put this with advantage.
Wait, what's
With
your investigation? You have a plus.
What is
2 plus 2.
Okay, just help me out. I'll
Okay.
do it.
Rolf make an investigation check?
Yeah.
Plus
Malayla,
5
make a
into-
perception check.
Oh,
That
sure.
is 13. or that's 13 or 18. Definitely 18.
Okay.
18.
Two of you
It's
managed to follow the
G-force.
trail. The two of you managed to follow the trail 10, 15 feet away from the fence where you shot. That's a pumpkin with a hole in it. An arrow-sized hole.
Hmm.
My Layla, what's your perception check?
DM 18 plus 6, 24.
Okay. Okay. You look around. Nothing is missing. While they're gone, and while Scarlet is stomping back, you can kind of hear something inside the house. That woke up Halvik.
Oh fuck! Someone broke the door.
Why did we
Window
leave the
again.
child alone?
Child will be fine.
I'm going to check
Okay.
outside.
You run back into the house. You find this cabinet, this sort of glass cabinet that has a few plates in it. This just small, has been tipped over, and the plates have shattered. And
I
one of the
ran down.
Wait.
Yeah.
And one of the windows has been kind of forced open from the rope that Scarlet has put. Looks like a knife. Used a knife to cut it, and then left the knife and walked. Scarlet, when you get back, you find again. You only see red in the total darkness. You find one of the pumpkins in the front door missing, and a small shadow kind of running.
I'm gonna rage. Fuck! Stop there! I'm gonna run after him.
Make an athletics roll with advantage for the rage.
Do they seriously not leave any track?
Well, so far you haven't seen. Well, in the house, no, because of the wood floor. You do see, you do see tracks up to when they get outside, where there's a stone floor, where there's a stone road that they're running to.
Yeah.
Scarlet,
Some
15.
15.
They
You
can move stuff, right? Even without occupying a body yet.
you don't know if it's a ghost. Yes. You kind of run. When you get to the corner it ran to, you find the pumpkin that's just rolling there, like it was abandoned.
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna grab at that. So I have 2 pumpkins on my body now.
Which means you
I am
cannot
gonna
use your
grab
sword.
them.
Please,
I'm so fucking done with this.
just
I'm gonna
put
go
the
back like
pumpkin
this.
down, sweetie.
As you
It was on impulse. I
As
was
you-
carrying it. I saw someone running. I ended up running with the pumpkin. So I have 2
As you-
pumpkins, and my broadsword is on my back, and I am raging.
As you make your way back, Layla and Halvik, you kind of see the broken glass and everything. Do you want to clean it up?
No, I run to the backyard because I know it was a distraction last time. So
Make a
just
perception
gonna
check.
check it to the backyard.
With disadvantage because you have. You
Just woke up.
Yeah, you haven't had a good sleep yet.
It would be really upsetting if these weren't ghosts, just a bunch of kids doing mischief because it's Halloween.
Well,
it's too well coordinated
Well-
to be kids.
We would
Well-
end up cutting kids if that's the case.
Kids
Um,
these days are fucked up, man.
Halvik,
True.
there is a pumpkin missing from the patch.
fuck!
How many
Scarlet,
pumpkins are left?
Scarlet, when you come back,
Wait, how many pumpkins do we have, by the
hold
way?
on. Scarlet, when you come back, there's another pumpkin missing from the front door. So there's only 4 of them.
I'll fucking
You
kill
have a
those
5th one.
bitches.
You have 4 of them. There's a 5th one. And when you kind of come back, Halvik screams, shit.
No!
Um,
Shit!
You have lost a total of 4 pumpkins. Scarlet has regained
Out of
what seems to be 2 of them. Rolf and Godiva have
Pumpkins.
found 1 that has been shot. So you have lost 1 pumpkin.
Yeah, just 1 pumpkin at the moment,
The
but
f- oh, sorry, 2 pumpkins. The one in the back and the one in the front door. The one
yeah,
that Halvik
this
has
new one.
As
Wait,
soon
how
as
many-
she sees
How
this,
many
she's just gonna
pumpkins are
scream
there in the
really
entire
loudly.
farm?
Sorry. Godiva and Rolf come back with a destroyed pumpkin. Unfortunately, normally you would be able to track footprints on the grass, but given that it is dark and you are functionally blind in the thick forest, there's no way for you to be able to actually see the tracks. You guys can.
Hey, why can't I use light instead for him
Oh yeah, then go ahead, make a light.
so that he can have a
You
flashlight?
can use light. Rolf, make a perception.
make a light.
Make a survival
In
check.
the pumpkin.
Okay.
A
As
glowing
as
pumpkin.
Godiva's
Who,
has given
me
you a
or-
lit up pumpkin. Rolf.
There is
Survival.
8.
8.
I was thinking, why didn't I just light up all the pumpkins so that if it ever floats away, it's
8
glowing?
plus 3,
It
that's
la- it all-
11.
Actually, yeah. Is
There
it?
might be a
Can you
lot
check
of
if it says
these.
concentration? The
I don't
spell
know what
description.
How do I
Um,
know that?
So,
Please hold.
what's the total, Rolf?
Doot, doot, doot.
Rolf,
It
what's
doesn't
the
say anything about concentration.
Oh, then
Just
it's fine.
touch, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
fine.
Whatever.
Rolf, what's the total
You
of your
reach 1
survival?
hour.
11.
11. You look around with a glowing orange pumpkin. There are a few tracks that you find, but they kind of disappear eventually. Because of the wetland, they kind of disappear. But you find a few. It's like this. This is the foot, like a three-legged, almost like
a chicken's feet.
Yeah,
Dinosaurs.
this kind of.
Oh, shit. It's a dinosaur.
It's your goose.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Where have I seen?
No, he's with me the entire time.
You guys, there's nothing like this that you've seen.
Is it-
It's too small to be any kind of
Oh, okay.
creature that would normally have that kind of feet, even a baby size. It's a weird thing to see.
Okay.
Can I draw like
I
an
don't have like nature
can draw
check
it
or
out.
whatever on
Parchment.
that. Is that
You
animal?
can draw it
I'm-
out.
Is that
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a parchment.
No problem. So
interesting?
as you guys gather back in the house, noticing how many pumpkins have been lost and how much destruction to property there's been, I'm assuming you're in the backyard. What do you want to talk about?
Footprint.
Well, it's obvious that they're very coordinated. And it's pissing me off.
Rolf shows you a drawing of
Why
this
are you-
free, weird footprint thing that he says is a footprint. It's like this letter V with a middle kind of thing in it. Like
None
that.
of us recognize what it is.
Nope. Like that. Just
Okay.
a chicken, maybe?
Our chick. No, I don't think chickens can handle this kind.
Godiva can confirm.
Anyway.
though.
Can I use
Wait,
animal
what?
handling? I mean,
I use animal handling. Can you ask if my goose
I-
knows what it is?
Make an
Just to
make
check.
animal handling checks.
It's my family.
Can you roll if Honk knows what this is and then
He doesn't
tell
have
my Layla?
animal handling. Yeah, with wisdom. Honk doesn't know shit. He's just sleeping.
Okay.
He's
I
just
would
kind of.
legit be surprised if the
As you
goose knows
should.
more than us. Legit.
Would you be?
Oh.
He's a
Would you
wise
be
goose.
surprised?
Yes.
wait a second. My digital dice is rolling. It's still rolling. Okay. I got a 10.
Nah, that's chicken feet. If you extend the two on the side,
Scar?
It looks
Yeah.
like chicken feet to me.
little bit.
Can
Yeah,
I also roll animal handling for that? Or
Yeah, you
do
can.
you have to be proficient? Okay.
you can. You can try.
Okay, I got what
Can
is
Rob
this?
try some?
Plus two.
Can
17?
Rob suggest a very
It's not a chicken foot because of weird proportions, and you saw Rolf kind of copy it as he saw it, so you know that, and you
Yeah.
also saw it yourself. That's not any animal you've seen. It doesn't. It also doesn't indicate that it has claws or talons at the end, because those would also leave like deeper marks on the dirt.
Please.
So it doesn't have any talons. It's just a weirdly
Okay.
shaped kind of tri-pronged foot thing.
Yeah.
Rolf has a suggestion.
I don't think it's
And a
good
very
news that it's not
stupid
chicken.
plan.
Rolf? Rolf,
It's a cryptid,
So
isn't it?
don't take offense at this. Don't take offense at this. Inventive one. But can you fit inside a pumpkin?
Can I?
God.
Just a question.
I just look.
Just a question.
I look at Scarlet and say like,
There is one.
Can
I just really want to find those midgets, and I'll do anything to find them.
There's one fairly large pumpkin if you know how to carve it open.
Lok at us destroying
Is
pumpkins
there
that
a
we're
skill
supposed
for
to
that?
protect.
It's gonna be a tight fit, and you're gonna have to make a dexterity check. Otherwise, gonna bust a foot through it because pumpkins aren't sturdy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can
dang.
fit me in there.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's a
can
good
try.
You could
idea.
bury yourself in the ground and then put the pumpkin over your head.
Yeah, that makes better sense.
Surprise!
You'd be stuck in the ground though, so you can't really do much.
You're our
God.
alarm. You were making alarms earlier, but actually, you're the alarm, Halvik.
Yeah, I think they're targeting the front one, right?
Hey, while we're
Because
discussing
it's
this,
easy
can I
to
light up
reach,
all of the
that's why.
pumpkins as much as possible?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm just gonna go around touching pumpkins.
You see Godiva and light
This
for
is-
you.
This is my life now.
I'm writing it
What-
down.
what is she
Good
doing?
band name,
She's lighting up
Touching
pumpkins.
Okay.
He's just boom, 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 and then there's this bright orange light that just engulfs the entire place.
So then
Yeah.
we'll
Very
know if
cute,
one of them is
Godiva.
flying out.
We are going to create a holiday out of this.
When
We shall
you-
call it-
Valis.
when you go to the back, when you go to the front, Godiva, all the pumpkins in the front are missing now.
I'm actually going to go out because I'm gonna check on the pumpkins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be with Scar.
They're missing
I'm going to stay with the pumpkins.
in the back.
Just in
Sure,
case.
they're missing.
So I go
I
in
mean,
there.
in the
I go in
middle.
there like Gru.
Yeah.
You guys know Gru, right? In terms of pumpkins, we have no pumpkins.
In the front.
It's so
I
sad.
am so done with this. I'm just gonna
Scar!
look around to see if I see midgets.
Um,
Other than Halvik, of course.
Also, Scar, presumably you put the pumpkins that you found back in the ground, right? Kind of
Mhm.
put them- yeah. So that's part of
Yeah.
Godiva's lighting up.
Okay.
You look around. Don't see anything. Actually, make a perception check.
Can I
Sorry,
help
the
her?
ones that have gone missing, was I
Gone.
able to touch those?
Yes. The ones that gone
Okay.
missing, no.
Maybe.
Those you were on your way to touch them when you found out they were missing. Scarlet, what did you roll?
Beans.
Do I have
Okay,
advantage because of Halvik's help?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, if you're kind
Okay.
of
nice, I got a lower roll, so that's 14.
14. You look around. You find a few kind of two shadows into an alley again.
There's no something here. Just nothing to burn.
Nothing to burn.
Like
Not-
maybe dried grass or anything that can be set on fire. Because I
Please
will
don't
burn that shadow.
accidentally
The houses.
set everything
This
on
is a
fire,
farmland.
please.
This is
No.
a
I
I thought
farmland.
that's an alley, so I thought it was a
Only
cemented alley.
you can
It's
prevent
only-
forest fire.
The road is sort of a crudely made stone road. But the houses on the side are still built on grass. This is not an advanced village. They just made stone roads.
It's
Okay.
dangerous, don't do
I'll
it.
tell Halvik to stay. I will run again.
Make an athletics roll with advantage because sorry, you're not raging anymore. It only lasts for a minute.
Yep. I am
can I-
raging internally.
How far is the alleyway, by the way?
About 30 feet. Still within Scarlet's dark vision.
Yeah, can I do a fairy fire on that?
You can
Can I
do a
cast-
fairy fire on something you can see. You can't see the alley, you just know where the entrance is.
I'm following them quietly, just in case.
Make a stealth check, roll.
Stealth.
Following who? Following who?
Scarlet.
Okay.
Yep, that is a 19.
Got it then.
God bless.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it doesn't need for me to see. for the fairy
You
fire.
see an alley. Where in that alley are you putting the fire? You don't know how long it is. You don't know what's inside the alley. You don't know what you're gonna hit. That's what I mean by seeing. It's like
Oh,
you
okay.
don't know what is inside that alley.
Okay. I thought it just.
Um, You can put a random cube there if you want. Just a random lit up cube.
And just see whatever creature it hit.
You have to go to the alley to see it. Again, you're seeing the very entrance. You don't see what's inside it. You can put the cube there. You're not going to see what's lit up.
But can Scar see it? Or
Um,
just me? Because
Has
that's my
advantage
plan.
in the affected creature.
And still.
Yes, it doesn't say that's just her, so yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
How far into the alley?
Me
From the
Around
entrance that you can see.
around 10 feet from the entrance.
Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Objects and affected creatures shed in dim light. Any creature in the area of the spell is also outlined in light. If it fails its dexterity save. Okay. Scarlet, you run as this light comes up. When you go inside, dumpsters and there's a sort of trash bin and 2 pumpkins lighting up.
Oh, there's a pumpkin! At least the
Ay.
pumpkins are there.
Follow the
I'm gonna
light.
sheath my sword.
You have an
I'm
art.
gonna
Follow
grab
the
the two
light.
pumpkins.
There's no pumpkins.
And I'm gonna fucking stomp my way back and just say, "You're never leaving my sight." While looking at the pumpkins.
You
Just
know
gonna
what?
grab them and
If I followed them right,
Yes.
Rolf will follow his
Hey, what
city
if-
instincts
What if the chicken
and
things
jump
are...
into the garbage.
Make
What does that mean?
Actually, Rolf. to go into the garbage, you have to open the bin. Yes?
What
So,
kind of role is
You open the bin and you find another 2 pumpkins inside it.
Oh, nice!
I'm so done
Rolf.
with these pumpkins.
Oh my
that? We're
god.
getting more pumpkins, I guess.
For the first time in Rolf's life, jumping in garbage actually helped someone.
You actually found decent food in the garbage.
We're proud of you.
Okay. Can I double check? You know what? Rolf is just gonna hang around here for a while.
Okay.
He's just gonna blend into the garbage.
You're gonna sit next to the
Um,
garbage can?
Will you be giving
I
the
mean-
pumpkin?
yeah, of course I'm gonna I'm gonna let them know the pumpkin is here. I'm also going to blend into this place.
Hold on. I need specifically, you're going to stay next to the can
Yeah.
while the pumpkins are in there, or you're going to bring the pumpkins to them?
I'm gonna bring the pumpkins to...
Okay.
No, wait. No,
The
no, no,
pumpkins
no,
are
no,
glowing,
no, no.
right?
No, not yet.
I'm
So
no.
There's such a
I'm
weird
going.
imagery.
I'm going to be. You know what? Leave the pumpkins there. Rolf is gonna hide somewhere. See what happens.
Make a stealth check.
To the pumpkin. Okay.
Okay. Oh boy, that is 18 plus 8. 26.
Rolf blends with the shadows. I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Okay. That is a 18 and a 16. So that's 15 plus 7. 22.
Nice. You're looking. Despite not having dark vision, you can see shadows coming out of the trash. Short, 1.5 to 2 feet tall, fat, and crawling
I cut one of them down.
Oh my god.
with a rapier.
Yeah,
You
with a
can stab
rapier.
it. Make an attack roll.
Apparently it's a child.
It twitches in the darkness.
Please be legal. Please be legal. Please be legal. Please be legal.
The other one
Please be
runs
legal.
and jumps above the fence. Just kind of Oh, sorry, not up close defense.
Check
Kind
the
of moves
corpse.
into a
Check
different
the
alley.
corpse. Check the
So you
corpse.
lose the other one. You look
I hope
closer.
it's not a kid.
Did you guys kill a kid before?
That is a pumpkin that you just skewered.
What?
Skewered a pumpkin.
Maybe the pumpkins are haunted.
However-
Maybe they're haunting
however-
pumpkins.
Rolf. It's got arms in the form of its vines. And it's got
What?
these little legs in its roots. And it has a face similar to a jack-o'-lantern. And you can see there's a small flickering light.
That's so cute. I should not think it's cute.
The light dies down, and the jack-o'-lantern face just... And it's just...
You killed the
It's,
pumpkin.
and its arms kind of revert back into the pumpkin. And the legs kind of turn back into roots. And it's
Oh.
just a pumpkin that you just
They're
skewered.
haunting the
Oh
pumpkins.
fuck our people!
Oh, holy
You wanna believe us
fuck.
now? How are they gonna believe us?
How is anyone gonna believe Rolf?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's really difficult to believe. Yeah, that.
Yeah, how are we gonna believe you? By the way, you shot a pumpkin earlier too.
That's
Yeah,
true.
don't yell at me for it.
So, I already
Yell
killed
at
two
me
of
for shooting
them,
a pumpkin.
and no
Yes,
one's gonna believe
You
You
monster.
shot an innocent pumpkin. How could
You're
you?
the true monster hero.
Oh
You killed
my
two of them.
fucking god.
How are you gonna convince us?
Yeah, good luck with
That's
that.
because you try to convince me, though.
Yeah,
I'm the only one who knows the secret.
remember,
The
remember
secret-
your boss lady doesn't believe you earlier too.
The secret to the secret to my pumpkin spice latte are living pumpkins.
Coincidentally,
Holy
What if
god.
the pumpkins are alive?
Ang swerte pa ng roll ko. That was like a fucking 20. Tapos, I
And
thought
no
I
one
killed
cared.
something with 2. And then no one's gonna believe me.
You still killed something. You did
You're
kill something.
crazy.
You can't even roll a persuasion
Oh
on
my
your party
God.
mate, so good luck with that. Just stomping
Okay.
back with 2 glowing pumpkins on my
Okay.
arms.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? I am going to return along with that trash bin I took. With that trash bin full of pumpkins. And
It's
I'm
not
just
full of
gonna
pumpkins.
say-
It doesn't have pumpkins anymore. They jumped out.
Yeah, you carried the dead
You
pumpkin,
killed-
by the way.
Yeah, you carried a dead
Scared the
pumpkin.
dead-
And you know what? Here's what I do. I just wake everyone up.
We are weak.
Yeah,
Just
Everyone's
wake
awake.
everyone up. And then I start
I don't think
stabbing
we
at
can
every
sleep.
pumpkin in the pumpkin patch.
No!
With my rapier.
don't do that.
No, don't! Wait.
What the frick?
I'm gonna
Ross?
stop you.
Mhm.
By the way, I'm gonna tell. I can cast a snare in the pumpkins. It's just 5 foot, like
Snare?
a trap. Yeah, a
Bro,
snare.
if you're going to pay with that,
Which
with
one?
with those damages.
It's a 5 feet. No. Then we put all of the pumpkins on the 5 feet. The one that we
One of
retrieved.
those pumpkins, all of those pumpkins are going to be more than 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean not all. At least
Also,
the,
you're
the-
uprooting them. You'd have to uproot them, which means killing them.
Yeah, don't do it.
What the? Wait.
Poke the
Well, roll
pumpkin.
stabbing, by the way. I'll grab him
Poke
by
the
his shirt and just
pumpkin.
yank him up.
Just the two that
Pumpkin.
just the two that Scarlet have retrieved. I'll put
Look.
that on a snare.
I know angry
Yeah.
ladies, very angry right now. I can see by the hair. But whether you believe Rolf or not, and I know Rolf sounds insane, but we are fighting pumpkins. The pumpkins are alive. Not in the plant sense, I mean like the moving arms and legs sense. Yes.
Oh,
I
there's
tried
no
to,
such
what are
thing
you
as
I tried to
feeding
touch
him?
his forehead and then see
He's fine.
if he's okay.
He's fine.
Like,
Still
is he
dangling, by the way.
So
on
somebody,
temperature or something?
please, somebody make an insight roll. Just to know that I'm telling the
Fine.
truth.
Make
We
an
know.
insight check.
I mean, we will believe that you're telling
Make an
something,
insight
but
check.
we're not sure
I
if
sooner
it's the
believe
truth.
that he's possessed than there are
Yeah.
walking pumpkins.
We
I'm
would
grabbing
know
him by the
that
shirt.
yeah.
I'm going to send an
Iron
image
22.
to. Hold on. I'm going to
22.
send an image to General. Ignore the knife and look at the pumpkin. That's what it.
Pumpkin and
But that's what Rolf sees. But 22. Godiva. He believes he's telling the truth. He's telling the
or
truth
what
from.
he thinks
Yeah,
is the
that's
truth.
No, he's telling the
What you
truth
mean?
from his perspective. Yeah, what
Yeah.
he's seen. From his perspective.
Sorry.
Yep.
Background.
Rolf has seen
Um,
some pretty
okay.
freaky shit.
Okay.
And Rolf is not prepared
Let's
for this
Yeah.
shit.
Just okay. By the way, I'm just preparing this snare, and I'm just stealthily. I know that because I don't know pala. And I'm just gonna ask Scar to put the pumpkins on the space where I prepared the snare.
Yeah, put it there, but I will put
Anyway,
Rolf away from the pumpkin so that he doesn't destroy any more pumpkins.
No, they're alive! They're alive!
I'm gonna drop
Rolf
it.
swears!
No, you
Um,
don't stab
I
any more
tried to
pumpkins. We're
do-
Does
already
Rolf
losing a
come
lot of
back?
time.
Does Rolf
some-
come back with the pumpkin skewered on his rapier?
Oh my god.
Do you come back with a skewered pumpkin on your rapier? Do you?
They're alive!
Um,
Rolf believes it!
Okay.
Rolf, do you come back with a
can I-
skewered
I just-
pumpkin on your rapier?
Yeah,
The
I
one
come
that
back
you
with
stabbed
this.
earlier.
The one.
After
Okay.
the minute for the
Alright,
snare, gone.
Oh shit!
wait, what do you mean it's gone?
The snare
Pumpkin is
only.
gone?
No, the snare. It only lasts for a
Okay.
minute.
No, it's 8 hours. The casting
Oh,
time
sorry.
is 1 minute.
Oh, then yeah,
Yeah.
it's still there.
Still there.
Okay. Anyway, I tried to look at Ralph and then try to figure out because I can see that he's not lying, and I tell everyone like
You have
okay,
enough of an insight.
I'm pretty sure this sound.
You have enough of an insight to know he's not lying, and this isn't his usual crazy rambling.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, I understand that he might eat trash, do crimes. I don't know, but when the thing is, he wouldn't really do something this crazy to endanger us. At most, the thing he does is close his eyes and hide. He wouldn't destroy these items with a businessman he wants to partner with, right? There's no motive. It doesn't match. I think whatever he saw, it
Maybe
makes
he's
sense.
possessed.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense after all.
I look at Ralph and say, Texas.
Star. And it's the other
Okay.
way around.
I'm sorry. It's him. He's not possessed. I think
So,
something is going on here.
Walking pumpkin.
It makes sense.
How can
Walking pumpkins. Rolf was
I mean,
hiding.
maybe they're possessing the pumpkins. Tell us what
Rolf was
exactly
hiding.
happened, though.
Rolf was
Use your
hiding in a
best
corner,
word.
right? Okay, fine. Hey, people. Rolf here. Alright. Rolf was hiding in the alleyway where Angry Lady, an inventive one, left. He decided to hide. He waited, see if they'd come back for Pumpkin. Turns out, they came out of the trash can where Rolf left 2 pumpkins there unattended. And then, without, realizing anything, Rolf just reacted quickly to see if, Rolf could find any evidence of what it was. But then as Rolf stabbed, turns out it was this creepy fucking looking pumpkin with a face and vines for legs and arms. It had candle-like eyes. This smiling fucking grin. And then as Rolf stabs it, no. Let Rolf finish.
I'm gonna go watch the pumpkins. I'm just gonna go through the pumpkin.
No. Let Rolf finish.
Okay. I'm okay. Proceed.
So, as Wolf stabbed the pumpkin-looking thing, it
It is a
died,
pumpkin, Rolf.
and then, no, listen to me. And then it turned back into regular pumpkin after Rolf stabbed it.
Okay.
I'm watching the pumpkins. I'm not having any of this. I'm just gonna stare at the pumpkin.
Um,
I want
I was
to make an investigation if it has eyelids or mouth.
make
It's
invest
possible. I
make
mean,
an investigation check. But before that, while all of you were discussing this, I need everyone to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Can I just use my passive perception?
What does that mean?
No,
mean, I
because you're
also have
actively telling a
passive, so-
story, so your passive perception isn't
Ah.
being active.
Okay, I
got-
got
17
What-
and
what
I got a 14
What
on
was the
investigation.
17 and 15.
13.
Anyway, I rolled a
15,
19.
so-
What do I look at?
Is it
20
investigation perception?
Perception.
22,
disadvantage.
22.
22.
Oh,
22.
disadvantage.
As soon as you finish that story,
12.
and I was about to leave, Rolf.
19.
You notice one of them kind of uprooting itself from the ground, from the
Oh, God.
yard.
Rolf lies
This is
now!
just Rolf, right?
Yes, Rolf points to the pumpkin.
Like I point up, Rolf lies now!
Rolf points to the pumpkin,
Yeah,
and it's a
look.
pumpkin that's just kind of twirling on the ground like it was dropped by a thief.
See?
I mean, I believe you, but it was so stupid.
Wait,
I'm
I'm gonna watch the pumpkin. Someone is trying to steal
Wait.
them.
wait. Can I stab it first?
I won't let you. I'm gonna parry your blade.
Go back
I
to
can't
the
use
depths of
any more
hell, ye
pumpkin.
demon pumpkin!
I'm gonna parry
Hey,
Scarlet
leave
Parry.
this one alive, just to make proof. Roll.
Stop destroying the
that's true.
pumpkins.
Wait, so can we chase after the pumpkin? We
No,
saw
no.
it,
it-
right?
It only
It stopped.
what you see is it kind of rolls on the ground as if a thief grabbed it and then dropped it.
Okay.
What doesn't make sense to any of you, however, is that pumpkin is pretty far away from that fence.
Okay.
If Rolf
I'm
pointed
guessing.
to it while it's
Oh my
moving, immediately that thief should have at least been seen running over the fence.
I'm gonna tell Rolf. Rolf?
The pumpkin
May-
itself is the thief.
Yeah, if you're telling the truth, I think they can talk. Maybe if we can just shout, "Hey, why are you all running away?" Maybe they'll answer.
They don't want to be seen! They don't want
I'm
to
not
be
having
known.
any of this.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
still gonna go to
shouting.
the pumpkins.
We know you're running away. Why are you running away?
You know what? Can I get that pumpkin
Yeah.
and
The one that tried to run
boy?
away.
Yeah.
I'm looking suspiciously
Finally.
at Rolf, by the way, if he does anything.
Yeah, by the
Don't worry. Rolf has idea. Rolf is hungry for some pumpkin pie.
Just take the one that you
Rolf,
already
Rolf,
slashed.
Rolf will make this talk. This one talk.
Oh my
Okay.
Are you
actually
Rolf, or
going
are
to
you some
torture
other-
a pumpkin?
Are you
Rolf has
really
tortured weirder things.
Blink twice if you're actually a different human.
Rolf has the pumpkin. He goes inside the house.
This is the last pumpkin that you're going to destroy, Rolf. I'm gonna watch over the
Rolf,
others.
make an
I'm gonna go
intelligence
back
check.
to the backyard.
Huh?
Make an intelligence check.
Wait. I need somebody with me. A cooking
Godiva.
assistant, if you will.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'm the only one who trusts you right now. It's so sad.
Hold up the pumpkin. Making an intelligence check. That is a 9. 9
It's not-
plus 3.
It's
That's
not the
12.
best. You know, it's not the pumpkin that you're cutting up. The pumpkin that you're cutting up is not the best kind of pumpkin pie you've ever made. Not that you've ever made it. I mean, it's edible, but you do cut up the pumpkin and nothing happens.
Can I check if there's magic in it? I don't know.
Do you have detect magic?
No, it's
No.
level.
Does anyone have an ability to see the undead or detect anything?
No.
Oh my god.
That would be cool.
Nope.
Anyway,
Okay.
that would have been cool.
Okay. This makes sense.
What makes sense?
You know what?
They've
You
been
know what?
selling the pumpkin.
You know what?
What?
Rolf gives. You know what? Rolf gives up. I'm going back to bed.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Fuck the pumpkins. I'm gonna sleep.
What do the rest of you do while Rolf goes back to sleep
I'm
angrily?
still watching the pumpkins. I'm not leaving that spot.
All right.
I just check the pumpkin every now and then
I'm-
because the duration is 1 hour for the
Yeah,
light, right?
you can
So I
keep
just
putting it up, but
refresh it.
I'm assuming someone has cleaned up the mess. You know, the broken glass and everything, or you're just leaving it there. Also an option.
I'm cleaning it up.
Okay. So, aside
Yeah, I
from
don't want to
Rolf,
clean it up.
aside from Rolf, all of you are going to stay up the night to watch the pumpkins. Right. So Rolf has gone to sleep, completely annoyed that no one believes him. You're all watching.
Godiva
I
does.
believe them.
Does anyone want to try anything? Because it is weird
Just
that the
watching.
pumpkin is there without a thief.
I mean, I want to check if there are nearby footprints dun sa...
Make an investigation check.
yeah.
Let's say on the pumpkin that Rolf, the last one Rolf pointed out, it was kind of twirling on the ground.
I got a
Can
15
you try to
for investigation.
You find the footprints that Rolf was drawn to for all of you, and it's sort of right next to the pumpkin. It's pointing outward from where the pumpkin patch's hole is. From where it was uprooted, it's pointing outward.
I'm going to tell everyone that maybe Rolf is right. And he wouldn't make
Which outfit?
assumptions without proof, right? And I don't know how those pumpkins
Do you guys
were
go to see
alive?
You guys go to see for yourself?
Yeah,
No,
I do.
I'm not leaving the pumpkins.
I'm leaving the pumpkins with the snare.
Okay.
Just to see if they're gonna run away.
The
Because
rest
they're
of you, if you do go
I'm
to
staying there.
where my Layla is looking at the one pumpkin, you do see the track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nigel,
Hmm.
on my magical tinkering,
anyway.
I can have a picture there. Is this a picture that I can have on my mind that I can show someone else?
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
track.
I mean, at the track and the pumpkin, that the scene.
Yeah.
Uprooted. Yeah. Okay.
It's been
I'll just
uprooted.
memorize it.
It's an uprooted pumpkin from the dirt, and there's a few tracks.
I'll just memorize it so that I can show someone tomorrow.
Rest of you just watch the pumpkins for the night. Okay.
Bastards.
One more perception
If
checks with
possible.
disadvantage from each of you.
Okay.
One what?
Except me.
Perception.
Rolf is asleep.
Rolf, who's getting a good night's sleep after this.
17.
14.
17, 14. Disadvantage.
I got a 16 for a disadvantage.
6 disadvantage.
Scarlet,
I am sleepy. I haven't rested
yeah,
any.
Scarlet's just kind of getting tired, especially after the rage. The rest of you, nothing else happens for the night.
Okay.
The morning comes. The farmer goes back. Just, what on earth happened to my? Oh my. Why is the cabinet and the everything and shattered windows and what?
Who's gonna answer him?
Someone threw a rock to your house, Mr.
And shattered my cabinet?
Yes.
Mm,
All four of you except Rolf, all of you except Rolf, make a Constitution saving throw.
What does that
Wait,
mean?
didn't Melela get
Wait,
here for
where do I
ours
check?
though?
Roll a d20. It's on the stats page. It's the second column after your
Uh-huh.
stat. Con. The second column. After the stat of con.
I got a
Hmm.
15. 13 plus
It's,
2.
is it a save?
Save.
Not to check.
Oh,
I have a
save.
17.
You have a plus 2
yes.
there.
Yeah, I got a 17. That's what
Okay.
it means.
Yeah,
Yep.
11 plus. Yeah, 17.
11.
11 plus 6.
Charlotte,
14.
17.
14. My Layla,
15.
15.
I got a 13
Okay.
plus 2.
You're all very, very sleepy, but you push past and sort of just shrug off the drowsiness.
We are fueled by our rage.
He just looks around and says, I don't suppose you saw what happened You all don't look so good.
Might
Barely
want to
got
look.
any sleep.
Might want to look on the tracks instead, and then I'm going to show them, show him the tracks near the pumpkins.
Maybe we could check if you know something about this creature. We also have a drawing of the print as well, if it's something you recognize. It is not a chicken.
I was about to say chicken foot, and I don't understand what this is. An uprooted pumpkin.
Does Rolf conveniently wake up or no?
Yeah, you would be
You'll
awake.
be awake. You'll be there.
You're just you're better than the rest of them.
Yeah. Maybe you can tell yourself.
Yeah, Rolf had a good sleep.
Mhm.
Farmer!
Nice.
Yes, human. Yes.
Walking pumpkin, candle face,
Oh my god.
vine root, legs and arms. I'm out. Then just walk out. Not Rolf's problem anymore.
Yeah. He has this theory. I mean, he has been telling that the pumpkins are alive. They have feet and faces. We actually don't believe in it. I mean, but I think it looks like he's telling the truth.
Based on what
Sir,
the
you-
tracks.
Well, but yeah, you can see.
Judging by all of your appearances, I'm assuming you don't want to continue this agreement. Fair enough.
Oh,
I'll find. Looks at his broken stuff. Right. I suppose if you did continue the agreement, I wouldn't have a house to go home to either.
no.
We
Fair
really try.
It's not us.
I'm assuming that you don't want to continue, so it's fair enough. Sorry for wasting your time, I suppose. He just looks at all his broken stuff.
By the way, inside check on him when Rolf had told the story. What is his reaction?
Get insight check. He seems to be grasping some shards of glass,
Yeah.
plates that were cracked.
Yeah, 14.
Like Rolf is crazy. Same look that you all had the other night.
Fucking shit, it does not know.
He is, however, grasping on these broken plates that you kind of cleaned up. And he does his best to dig them out of the trash and put them in a box next to the urn under the portrait.
I feel bad, guys.
Hey,
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Are we gonna drop this, or do you guys want to be able to take this on again? Maybe this time try to find someone who actually knows about this creature we're dealing with.
You actually
You know, like-
believe that it's a creature?
Yes.
We didn't even get paid.
Everything is possible, you know.
You were gonna get paid
Well,
if you
I-
kept going until you find out what's happened.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
I mean, we
I'm
did
tired.
get free lodging, sort of.
We
At least we
didn't
know it-
sleep.
At least we know it isn't physically dangerous against us. Nobody
Yeah,
died.
but the point is we're supposed to guard over the pumpkins and we can't even do that because the pumpkins, if
Are
Rolf is right,
moving.
keep moving away.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Maybe
cannot
we
stay
need a
up for
better
another night.
strategy for that. Not that I'm good at thinking of those.
I cannot think.
You know what?
I-
While they debate this over themselves, since I had a good sleep, I'm gonna look for the town pastor or something. I just wanna
Sure.
affirm that I am not insane.
Sure. There is a small, incredibly tiny chapel dedicated to. Oh no, sorry. This town actually worships Tyr. Dedicated to Tyr.
Oh dear!
There's a small. You're not there.
I know.
There's a small chapel to the end of the town. Dedicated to Tyr. There's one kind of young female cleric. It's just kind of. You see her using some magic on these old people. As you approach, she says, "You should feel better in a few days. Please do take it easy." The old one just moves. Yes, can I help you, traveler?
Good day. I is Rolf and Rolf is I. Rolf is traveler.
Yes, Rolf? I am...
What's the history of that farmhouse over there?
It's just a farmhouse. There's no history to it.
I mean, like pointing at that farmhouse where we,
Mm-hmm.
where we hung out the whole night.
Yeah.
Because, Rolf's seen some things that can't be explained, things that make Rolf look crazy.
Explicitly ask about ghosts.
You're not there.
I
This
whisper
looks-
into his heart.
No. He just looks and says, He looks at the chapel, it's empty. Very well. Show me, I suppose.
Okay. So, I show her the farmhouse.
You walk her through. The rest of you, as you're talking to the farmer, or kind of helping clean up, or whatever you're doing there, packing up maybe, Rolf comes back with this kind of young 20s woman, long blonde hair that's been tied to the back in a braided ponytail, golden accents to the white robes that she wears, and a large staff with the symbol of Tyr, which is recognizable to a lot of you. This kind of moves.
Did you get another person to adopt you again?
No, Rolf is asking questions.
Rolf told me that there are things he... Can someone explain to me why I'm here?
Yeah, he told us that he saw a walking pumpkin.
You can check on the
We
tracks.
believe that there's something supernatural happening around these parts. That perhaps there are creatures that would inhabit the body of pumpkins,
She
steal
closes
them,
her
or
eyes.
any similar.
Closes her eyes, and when they open back, it's all black. Like pure darkness, as she just looks around. Can you show me again to what you were speaking of?
Mesmerized. Anyway,
walks
Lead
away.
away.
There was one pumpkin that we did.
Yeah,
The one that rolled up last night. It should be there.
yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, that's the one that pooped last. Please affirm that Rolf is not insane. Please.
I do not know of walking pumpkins, but this place is surrounded by some spirits. Undead.
wait, you mean like more than one, right? Like ghosts.
Quite a few, actually.
Okay, you know what? It was this easy. I'm gonna call on the farmer.
Alright.
Farmer! You had a freaking cleric in this town the whole time, and you decided a bunch of idiots from the outside to see if they could solve your problem with this goddamn cleric just to fucking walk down your street.
The farmer...
I'm just falling asleep on the
Comes up.
He
fence.
can suddenly speak commas so well.
Yeah, but
Hold on. The farmer goes outside to talk to all of you. What were the rest of you doing while Rolf was on a rampage with the farmer?
I'm just
Falling
checking
asleep on the fence.
the plates that he,
God.
because it's suspicious that the plates that
Guard
he
was falling
put on the
asleep.
back.
You're checking
Investigate
the plates?
plate.
So done.
You're going to
What
open
are
up a
those?
box that he put next to his dead wife's ashes. Under the portrait
What?
of him and his wife.
Oh, he put there already.
I said he
Oh
put
my
it
God.
next to
Yeah,
his
I
ashes.
know. I know. Oh,
Sis, don't do that.
My
No,
Layla,
that-
Scarlett's falling asleep.
I'm just gonna sleep.
My Layla, what are you doing?
know what?
Wait. What?
Rolf is rampaging
His
with
wife? Ashes?
I said there was
In
an
a
urn
box?
in the entrance under a painting of him and a younger woman. And he puts the box of broken plates next to that urn.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
try to-
ask the
Rolf
cleric.
is rampaging about the cleric. Godiva, what are you doing?
I'm just with my goose, walking around looking for mushrooms. Something
Alright.
normal, I guess.
My Layla, what are you doing?
want to check the urn. I really want to check the urn.
That's invading the privacy. Don't do
You're
that.
going
That's
to
somebody's-
open-
It's not invading the press.
You're going to open.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's like opening a coffin.
Oh my
Let me
god.
check.
I'm just. I'm
No,
just.
I'm going to
sleeping now.
like ask the
He's
cleric
just
and then
saying-
Wait, one at a
I
time.
mean it's so intriguing.
Rolf is rampaging at the farmer.
I'm
These
sleeping.
two, Scarlet and Halvik, are falling asleep. Godiva's looking for mushrooms elsewhere.
We're with Rolf though.
What
Just
is my
falling
Layla
asleep with
doing?
Rolf.
Rolf is rampaging at the farmer.
Yeah, I mean like I'm on the
Oh, okay.
fence if they're talking.
No, they're not on
I'm
the
falling
fence.
asleep
If
on the
he's
fence.
rampaging at the farmer, I mean, I have a reason now to talk to the cleric, right? Because
Okay.
he's too busy rampaging.
Your complaint.
Then I'm going to ask.
Here's why I'm asking. No one's really telling me what they're doing while this was happening. But here's what why I'm asking. And please, for the next time, listen to the details I'm pointing out. You see the farmer go up to Rolf as he's complaining about why didn't you hire cleric. The farmer just looks at you and says, "Because this town doesn't have a cleric." No one's there.
Don't-
Oh my
Why do you
I'm
have
dead.
to about that? I didn't hear that.
Rolf,
I didn't
what the
hear
hell
that,
are you
right?
shouting at?
I did.
Sorry, I didn't.
All of
hear
you-
That. Then
All of you saw her walk in with Rolf. She actually addressed you
we
guys.
Saw her.
She's not there.
Huh.
Farmer's just like, this town does not have a cleric. We don't have a church.
This is not worth 300 gold. He's
Ah,
going to walk away.
let's go. Everybody, let's go. So anyways, your
This
time,
is
Mr.
not
Farmer.
worth
Good day,
300
have a good
gold.
life.
Just moving
Yeah.
away.
I don't want
I'm
to.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Thanks. Gozaimasu. Mayi.
No.
And
Not
tonight's
worth
adventure
300
ends.
gold.
He just looks
On
so
the next
confused.
episode of Was That Necessary? And put that on the list of things that are not okay.
I'm
Mhm.
sleeping.
He just looks at
Yep.
everyone.
I'm just gonna carry Halvik on my shoulder,
Confused.
just walking away like.
Now you can ask about the urn if you really wanted to. After he just said what he said.
I wanted to do that. I
Carry
mean,
Go ahead.
Is the farmer
As he
also-
shows you outside.
I'm gonna go to my room.
Yes.
can you tell me about your wife and how she passed away?
We were
I am curious.
married 10 years ago. And 2 years after that she passed away.
By
Accident.
what cause?
There was an
what
accident.
happened?
The middle of the night, the reason I know there isn't a cleric in town anymore is because my wife was the only cleric. And she passed away trying to
Okay,
help.
that's cute.
Passed away trying to help an elderly couple. There was an accident. There was a monster, demon, I don't know, but there was an accident. Passed away. Dress got to her body. I keep her ashes with me.
Wait, can
The
I
plates.
look at the picture and wait?
Wait. No. Before she looks at the picture, I try to describe her to him. Blonde hair, white robe, everything that I saw.
Braided ponytail.
Braided.
You're describing my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Mom,
He
can
points
you
to the
guys pick me
portrait,
up?
and it is her without the robes, in different clothes, but the same kind of hair and Rolf. That's the face you all saw.
Rolf gives up. Everybody, let's go. Let's go.
Still
Let's
carrying
looks at-
Halvik.
he just
by
looks
the
at
way,
you,
just,
my
like,
Layla,
waiting
and
for
says-
everyone falling asleep.
Plates were the last things that. The glass, the stained glass is hers. The plates were hers. It was hers. He just looks at all the damages. Anyway, sorry for wasting your time. I'll find a different way to solve this.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I was just wondering if you two had a fight before
No,
the
No.
incident.
no.
Can,
We
can
had
I
a lovely 2 years, but
rolling insight?
hold on. The last year of our marriage, we moved into this house, and she told me she was uncomfortable. She never could explain, and didn't want me to move because we spent quite a bit of money going here to start a farm and everything, and she just went with it. I don't know. She was never comfortable here, but she stayed here for me. Should have seen it, but I didn't, and I just didn't leave because this place still reminds me of her. Like I'm still with her as long as I'm here.
Oh, where was the last time she wait, what was the last place she went?
Points to an old house in the corner. Their house. There's an elderly couple there. They must be too old by now, but they live there. They had a problem of possession or no, a haunting of sorts, and she fixed it.
The same house did to us before.
No.
No, by the carriage people. No, okay. Oh my god, everyone's haunted.
However, the house he points at is right next to where Rolf went to, which is the church, which is not there. Oh, sorry, there is a temple, a church, a chapel, but it's abandoned, like decrepit, not like Rolf saw it where it was still a functioning temple.
Oh, what was the last discussion you had with your wife?
She said
It
that she
might
had
give
to
us
say
clues.
something about this house, but she had to help. She had to help the old couple there first. So she did, and she didn't come back alive, at least.
You might
We feel
solve this pumpkin
He points to
problem.
your friends. That your friends have clearly had enough of this, and to be honest, I don't think my house will survive another night of you staying here. So I've already lost the only thing that left that was treasured for my wife, so I would prefer to preserve the house at least. It is fine. Fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. He just kind of gives you a bag. This has 100 gold for your troubles, I suppose. Just split it with your friends, I guess.
I'm going to look at my party and
Exhausted on the cart, I presume, with Rolf just not
Yeah,
wanting
just
any part of
drop
this
on the
anymore.
Falling
we
asleep.
didn't
I'm-
hear any of that. Any of the
If you
stuff
stayed
she said.
behind to listen to the conversation, then yes.
Hal and I are asleep in the cart.
I'm going to refuse the offer and say, "This is an unfinished business, sir." Oh,
He looks again at the
I-
shards of plate. No, I think our business is concluded. Pockets it. With
Just
all
give back
due
the cash and
respect-
let's leave!
With all due respect, I do not want my house to be damaged any further. I have done, for the last 8 years, my best to keep it preserved as my wife left it.
If I could say, I mean, I guess I'll say that I was part of that conversation since I'm just walking around outside anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, we understand your concern with the house and we do apologize for everything that happened, but it appears that with how our friend seemed to have seen remnants of your wife somehow, we know that she's still trying to reach out to you. And it's not our business per se, but we know that this is something we can help you with. And if you would let us, meet at some other person's house, points at that other house. Just one last shot.
If you are so adamant about helping, fine. I will stay in the house with you.
No. No.
I'll offer the same that I offered if you still want it. That's all, everything I have. I don't know why you're so determined to help.
Hmm.
I suppose I can't stop you, I guess. Although your friends don't seem to be too enthusiastic about staying here.
Godiva, are you
He's just upset that
into
he really-
challenge?
No.
Do as you please. Be staying in my house. I'm going to try and fix whatever I can. Starts pulling out some paste, and you can see he's very... As he goes in and just leads you guys out, you see that he's pulling out some paste and very desperately kind of piecing together the broken shards of plate.
I wish I have mending.
So, the rest of you,
We got
Godiva and...
exile.
No. Godiva and Mylela come back to the cart.
You know what? I'm going back to that empty chapel.
And piss on it.
Okay.
You just make me look insane in front of everyone I know. You showed up to your husband's house, and you never told me it was your husband's house in the first place.
He's so done with
What the fuck
And
are you doing?
Here's the thing though, we can see Ralph go in there and then we're just looking at him screaming.
He's screaming at the church, and everyone in the
And
station...
now they want to finish this goddamn quest because of you. They fell for the sob story. Each and every one of them, they fell for the fucking sob story.
We don't care. We're sleeping. Hal and
We're
I are
sleeping.
sleeping.
All the people are
I'm so
looking at
done
you,
with it.
kind of moving away from Rolf as he screams at an empty, decrepit temple.
You look even more
God damn
insane
it,
now.
help us out! We want out of this insane town!
Oh my god.
The doors of the temple
Fell
open.
asleep.
Oh god. Okay, that's on you. That's on
Just
you.
sleeping.
You're gonna have to deal with that.
Does
People
my
won't
Layla
Okay.
and Godiva explain to Scarlet and Halvik? You guys push
You
past
can't
the...
explain anything. I am
You guys
asleep.
pushed past the con roll, which means you are not actually
I'll-
sleepy. It means that you managed
Okay.
to survive the night without sleep.
Oh,
That's the purpose of a
Pull
con save.
him.
okay.
Fueled by hate.
I'm going to
at this.
pull
What if we
him
don't
back
sleep
to the
now?
carriage.
We're gonna be exhausted by the night, right?
No, if you you can last till the night. If you don't sleep at the night, then you're gonna have a point of exhaustion. The con save becomes higher. It progressively
Oh.
gets
Okay.
higher.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Alright,
That's dangerous.
You know what? Can I just finish this with a conversation?
Yes.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just saying, if you
don't wanna
want
get
to
to
help
this.
us out, if you want to help us out, save your husband, then please show a sign that you want to help out. None of this creepy, make me look insane bullshit. Please be more direct.
The doors are just
You talked to me before. Why can't you
The
do it
doors are-
now?
Nope.
no. The doors aren't closing. They're just kind of creaking with the wind.
Okay.
Like shaking his
Please.
head, nope.
We just want your husband to have, a happy life, so that he meet you happily or something. I don't know.
Godiva and
Just like-
Mylela, while he's ranting at the decrepit temple, what do you tell Scarlet and
Go
Halvik?
start dicks. Then I'll storm out.
I let them
This is
sleep
why you're the new
first.
guy. Okay.
Nah,
No, we're good, we're good.
yeah, we're awake. We just took a nap,
Yeah,
basically.
They're-
Okay,
they're
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to rally everything I found out about the farmer and his wife.
Yeah.
And I'm going
And
to
how
point
spooky it
house.
Yeah, we did see the cleric before we go back.
Mhm, we did.
So
You also saw her disappear.
oh, we saw it.
That's
You didn't see her
really
disappear, but the moment you kind of took your eyes off her to talk to the farmer and Rolf, and then you looked around, the cleric isn't there.
And then we're explaining what happened, so two and two together. Spooky.
So what about the moving pumpkin?
Well, that's what we're gonna
yeah.
find out. Maybe
No.
either
Still
a
have
sign
No idea
spirit,
about
or
it.
maybe it's the wife, or maybe it's something spookier.
It's
We just
probably the
think
demon that the farmer's talking about.
Yeah, I just think they
Yeah,
disturb
probably.
the ghosts. All of the ghosts in the house, and the ghost just wants them away.
You know, I go back to these guys. Ghosts are dicks. Don't expect help from them.
Are you done rambling outside the church, Ralph?
So that was
I touch
inside.
his forehead
That's inside.
again and try to see if he's sick, if he's okay.
Oh no, he's
Not
fine.
okay.
He's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
He's not sick.
They have.
Are we really going to solve this, or are we just going to yeet out of this town?
Well,
Well, we are leaving a sad man behind with
Well,
all of
yeah.
his mementos of his wife destroyed. I'm not sure it's
Look, if you guys really want to solve this, you gotta start with the elder couple the last she tried to help. Something obviously happened
Yeah.
there before she got, you know. I'm just saying.
That was
while you're
that's the clue that you left us.
while
Sorry,
you guys
Nigel.
are talking, while you're having this discussion. By the way, Scarlet, because you have nothing in long rest, you don't have that one rage back.
I lost the
Unless
rage.
unless
I'm
rage
trying
goes
to
back in
rest.
short rest. If it does, then you would have had it. If you could check
I
that.
think it just goes in back long.
That goes for spell slots as well. Except for Godiva, who didn't use any spell slots. While you
Yeah,
guys are
I-
talking, you hear the loudest "Ah!"
Where?
from a nearby house, 2 houses away.
Grabbing my sword and running.
As you run, the
I thought we were
townspeople.
just opening up a meat business, not
Oh.
Ghostbusters.
They're not a ghost
Are we
because
gonna,
there's
are
a
we gonna
woman.
walk past the church
No, no,
or not?
no.
Or nothing?
It's 2 houses next to the farm, so it's very short walk. You walk to, and then the door is open. Are you going straight in, Scarlet?
Yeah.
You're going straight in. There's a woman crying on the bed, and there's a child with a knife in his heart.
Holy shit.
Things got spookier. I was thinking more on the lines of pumpkin hauntings, not murder.
What
crying with.
Wait, is
happened here?
Yeah, I'm just frozen.
He's looking. Were you? Don't hurt us.
You were screaming.
Don't
We
hurt
thought
us.
you needed help.
no, we're not gonna hurt you. What can you tell us what happened?
I don't know.
Is the boy?
We just woke up. My husband and I just woke up. We didn't hear from my son. It's so late. He doesn't wake up this late. We went to his room. Anyone proficient with medicine?
This is not COC.
I got a proficiency on medicine.
Make a medicine roll.
This is so
Okay.
sad.
Scarlet, make an insight
I
roll if
don't.
you're not proficient with medicine.
Okay, I got a 16. 12 plus 4.
20, dirty.
20. Rolf, did you run with them?
Yeah, I ran with them.
Sorry, not Scarlet. Rolf, make an insight check.
That is a 16
That's fine.
plus 3, 19.
My Layla, what did you roll again? 19 or 20? 20?
I got a 16.
16.
16.
You kind of look around. Being trained in medicinal herbs and medical arts, that body has been probably dead since last night. Sometime late last night or early this morning, like way early. Rolf, while they're kind of there, you realize that this is one of the houses in the alley that you chased one of the pumpkins on. When you stabbed one pumpkin and the other one has ran. Remember I told you one ran? This is that alley where that one got away from you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it gets worse. Pumpkin
Wait.
makers.
Maybe the pumpkins are trying to tell us something.
Scarlet,
Like it's
I remember now.
Venus
The reason
somewhere.
I made you roll is because you chased pumpkins down here too. Rolf
I did,
was just
yeah.
following you. This is the same. This house is on the left of that alley that you entered where you found the 2 pumpkins. And where Rolf said that one of them ran away when he stabbed the other.
Oh, fuck.
Can I look for pumpkins?
Make an investigation check.
What's going on?
This is getting whacked.
I got a nat 1, so yeah. I'm just
Um,
gonna look at Halvik and say, "Do you see pumpkins anywhere?" God, my eyes are.
Make an
Watch.
investigation check.
Can
My
I, can I,
Layla, yeah.
can I cover her? Can I cover her sloppy seconds? Say,
Sure,
this
you
is
can make
how
a separate roll. Yeah.
Is this perception or investigation?
Investigation.
This is how a
Oh,
real
that's
detective solves.
24.
Don't
24.
roll
Oh.
anything.
That's an 18 plus 5. That is a
23.
23.
You first Halvik finds no pumpkins but traces of very faint, very small, easily kind of lost in the dust of the room dirt traces. Ground
Okay.
soil. Rolf, you find I'm assuming you were on the outside as soon as you realize what this is. Somewhere in the alley is a rotting pumpkin. Right? Here's what it looks like. If you drop the pumpkin from the window where the child is, that's what it would look like.
Uh-huh.
It's just
Oh my.
bare.
So the pumpkin.
So, Pumpkin went inside, stabbed the child, and then felt guilty for his actions and killed himself.
It's a pumpkin
tried to
murder
escape.
suicide. Da, da, da.
Maybe it tried
was
to
a-
escape
it
its
was a
pumpkin
pumpkin.
body.
Over the next few days, over the next few kind of minutes, there are a number of dead people in town.
Just
How
shouting?
many?
People shouting, and you realize that they're all because they discovered dead in their rooms. Everyone make an insight check.
Okay.
Hey, is no one like suspecting any of us because we just came
17.
into town, suddenly people are
17.
dying. Wait,
18.
inside, right?
18.
9.
18.
9.
Yeah,
18.
16. Yeah.
Anyone who got the 18s, so Rolf, Godiva, Scarlet, Mylela?
17 for me.
I got a 16 again.
17. Well, most of it, except for Halvik. The four of you realize that the amount of people that have died, which is about 5, is roughly the amount of pumpkins you lost track of.
Is this a
And somewhere around the town, you see broken, destroyed pumpkins near the houses. That kind of same thing, like they left or they just kind of abandoned the form. The reason you're not being suspected, the only reason you're not being suspected is because the farmer specifically told people that he was having people watch his house, i.e. you guys.
Oh, fuck.
that makes sense. Oh man, we better check out the old lady's house.
So
Okay,
and also people saw Scarlet randomly running around angrily with pumpkins in her hand.
Glowing.
Um,
Yeah. I'm a beacon of light
and-
in the darkness, just raging.
You guys, what I'm saying is you guys are pretty suspicious and people don't exactly trust you. But for the moment, they do trust the farmer. And he did say that you're
Okay,
watching
okay.
his house. And,
Okay.
well, there's an air of uncomfortableness around with you guys. Since you're the only new ones here. And 5 people have died. And there are 5 of you.
That's true.
Would it be credible that we're making a
Well.
lot of noise that night?
okay.
Not exactly
Yes.
the
I'm
kind
have
I'm
made-
running back to the abandoned church.
You've
I'm
made
running
a
back
lot
to the
of...
abandoned church. I'm gonna
I've been
beg.
screaming everywhere.
Hold on.
Beg.
You've been screaming, you've been making noise, that is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
So they would think that what kind of idiot would murder people while screaming at the whole evening.
Yes.
with these kind of different people and the different deaths that have happened, there's one child, one man, one woman, both of roughly the same age, one adolescent teenager, all humans, and one infant.
Shit.
Family.
Family.
And
Someone.
we'll pick up on that next week.
Am I here next week? What's next week?
10.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I'm there.
Hey, happy spooky
Thanks,
month.
Mike.
Happy spooky
Yeah,
months.
Happy
this is the
spooky
second
month.
ghost
I
from
thought it
the
was a.
UK.
Happy spooky
I
month.
thought this was gonna be a nice entrepreneurship, you know?
This is October. Every run in October is gonna be spooky.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, oh my
Spooktober,
god,
everyone.
Dragon's Grave
We-
though.
Good night.
As if we have, as if
everyone.
we hadn't had horror for the last 3 months.
Good night to everyone watching.
Oh wait, that wasn't
Thank
done
you.
pala,
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
watching, and see you next week, where I psychologically torture these people more. Bye.
Yeah, that was spooky.
Yeah, welcome to Spooky Month. Last night
Oh
our
my
game was
god, I thought
about
COC was
ghosts too.
done.